We need entertainment.
Okay.
We need hot button issues.
Let's see.
We can do the monarchy of the U.S.
That one's good. No,
should Biden drop out? What do you guys think as young people?
Oh, poor guy.
Political commentary.
You saw
Poor guy.
You saw
Yeah, I just feel bad.
You
Like,
saw
he's so
RFK
old.
ate a dog.
He ate a dog.
What? Is that true?
I heard he has like.
He ate a dog and he assaulted his babysitter and
I heard that one.
And he went on CNN and was like, I mean, like, I'm not Jesus. That's what he said. And I was like, and everybody was like, oh, okay.
That's actually fucking funny. I'm not Jesus. That's literally like, imagine I fucking ate your dog, and I'm like, you fucking asshole. Why did you do it? It's like, hey, bro, no one's perfect.
Hey, man, I'm not Jesus, bro. There's that.
What's been going on lately?
There's Supreme Court. Did you hear about the Chipotle thing? About how they did an actual research study? They ordered 75 orders of the same thing. And how, I don't know if I should save this for you guys' genuine reaction.
Yeah, just save that one.
All right.
There's so much gore and porn on Twitter. It's insane.
Oh. Did you guys see that thing about Chipotle that if you like record?
Yeah, I saw the one where they come with the whole camera crew.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I actually have a few things.
Do you like
I don't
Chipotle?
think I've told you.
Do you like Chipotle?
I've never had it.
You never had Chipotle?
Mm-mm.
Do you like Chipotle?
I fucking hate Chipotle.
Do you like Chipotle?
I like Chipotle.
I like Chipotle. It's pretty good.
The first time I had it, got me sick.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So Patrick, I already told Andrea, but I'll tell you. So I have a few things of topics. So I have a Latino and Latinos and sex facts. It's about sex and it's centered around statistics and Latinos. I think it's really funny.
Okay,
I told Brandon about it.
He said he wanted to ask you because he thinks you're a slut.
I say that one. Wait to tell me during.
So
I can have like a
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then my last thing is just like I have a bunch of tweets. They're screenshotted and they're all hot takes. So I want to hear if you guys are like valid or miss.
Okay.
So
I'm excited for that.
it's
It'd be like some out of pocket ones.
okay.
We could talk about the Hawk Tua girl and how I don't think
Oh,
that's funny.
That's getting too much coverage.
I don't think it's funny.
I think it's like really
Tua.
sexualized.
I don't get it. Yeah.
All right, we have 4 right now.
There's also people talking about nepotism because of Bronny.
Bronny.
Yeah.
Who's Bronny?
And we can
But
branch out
Andrea,
from
we
there.
need Andrea doesn't know. We gotta have more girl topics.
That's why she's the
Too male
she's
centered.
the okay. What would you like as a girly?
Oh
what
my
would you like to
God.
talk about?
Guys, I don't really
Why'd
like
you say it like that?
pay attention to like. Oh my God.
I guess it's like
Like
I guess it's like
like a smiling
Ronaldo's son going into soccer.
What?
Like Cristiano Ronaldo's son going into soccer. Like pro. It's like that literally.
But Bronny.
Oh, Bronny is LeBron James' son.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he plays for the
Oh.
Lakers now.
His name's Bronny.
You see, she didn't even know.
Yeah.
You see, this is why I told you we shouldn't talk about
His name is LeBron James Jr.
Oh.
But he was like, I don't want people to. He was like, I want to make my. He was like, I want to make my own name.
How old is he?
He's like 19.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought he'd be like 4.
4.
I don't even know how old LeBron
Daddy
James
pass
is.
me the ball.
LeBron's like 40, I think now.
Oh yeah, because now they play
Oh,
together.
shit. Oh, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, it's the first time, yeah.
Daddy
first time
pass
ever.
me the ball.
Yeah. Daddy. Yeah, because everybody's like, what is he going to call him on the court? He's going to be like, Daddy.
Papa.
Because I call my dad Pappy. So imagine if I was playing basketball with him.
Papi.
Pappy, please.
I felt my dad.
Papi, I'm
Appa.
open.
What do you call your dad, Andrea?
Appa.
I did the same. What about
Yeah.
you?
Appa.
Pop.
I call him Pappy. What's up, Pappy?
Would you call your mom Mama?
Ma.
Yeah, me too.
I call my mom Mommy.
Mommy.
Now that's
Hey.
a nepo
Mommy.
Now he's a nepo
Nah,
baby.
never disrespect. That's my mom still calls her mom Mommy. And my grandma's like 82, I want to say. And,
Okay,
and
so
my mom will be on the phone. Mom.
what's a girly topic?
I'm literally looking up recent topics.
I use ChatGPT.
Think about shit you always rant about, like going to
Yeah.
the bars, loud
What
bitches.
have
or
you-
something.
Oh my god.
Loud bitches? Is that what you said?
What
Oh
have
my
you-
god, there's one thing that I absolutely hate
What?
is I feel like people now just don't have like manners anymore.
I agree.
Okay.
Courtesy.
We can
I'll
talk
put,
about that.
like,
Yeah,
people-
because every day I
And
go
what
for like
scenario?
walks, huh?
What scenario?
Like
We'll wait to talk about it. We'll wait to talk about it. Don't
people don't have manners.
People don't
Common
have
courtesy.
manners.
Wait,
Common
can
courtesy.
anymore.
Can we add something? I heard that like with that, I heard that white people don't move. Like
I
when
heard
they're
that's the
walking
thing.
to-
They
Yeah.
don't.
Oh yeah, we'll
They
add that.
don't.
Why? Yeah. Oh. Move or minorities. Let's see. I asked ChatGPT, what are women-centered topics? What are your favorite hobbies? No.
That's like a date shit.
What the fuck?
Is there anything in the news that you guys have seen that you're like, wow?
Oh, should we talk about how the ocean's contaminated?
What's going on with that?
I don't know.
Alright.
But I just saw like a post that a bunch of the beaches are contaminated, and then fucking Patrick.
I
Patrick
feel like
did
they're always contaminated.
it? Yeah, they are.
Yeah, some of them.
Let's see. Oh, you mean this Santa Monica? How is all
Bro,
Santa Monica?
shit.
Who swims in Santa Monica, bro?
Dude,
It's just
disgusting.
nasty.
I know. You're fucking...
If
you're a
you
fucking
swim there
transplant.
or in Venice,
Yeah, you gotta go all the way to Malibu if you want to swim.
You probably got AIDS.
oh,
And you get like like half.
Or a
the
Dockweiler.
radiation.
Dockweiler's nasty too. The
dog
water.
water is disgusting.
You're...
Dockweiler's
Ooh.
ghetto.
Ooh. When I said that.
What else?
Ooh.
What else?
Beach.
Girls gotta
When you
eat.
talk about beach season, like, do you like going to the beach? Because it's summer.
Beach versus forest.
You guys like
Oh,
going
that's
to
a
the
good
beach?
one.
Beach versus forest.
Oh, beach versus forest. I've only ever seen a desert enjoyers versus forest enjoyers.
Whoa.
Personally,
I've
I'm
never seen-
I think the desert biome is
Underrated?
underrated. Yeah.
Damn.
What?
You haven't seen all those memes?
No.
The squeal.
I've never seen those.
Where it's like average forest enjoyer, and it's like hillbillies and like rednecks and fat asses, and then it's like, and then it'll be like average desert enjoyer, and it's like cowboys and Chad faces and shit.
You never sent me that shit. What? I didn't know that.
Patrick, we gotta finish the other two balls I got. So give Patrick one and then throw me the
I'm
other
not
one.
even done. What?
I know, but I'm like, just have it on you. So that way in the pod, you don't have to down it right now.
I just took a sippy.
Okay.
Should I have
Hey,
one?
hey, Brandon, you're a better catcher than me. Catch this.
I'm a better catcher.
Yeah, you have bigger hands. Thank you.
Average.
Bronny or Brandon?
Favorite self-care routines?
Boo.
Mental health tips?
You always talk about that.
We do.
Yeah.
Skincare and beauty regimes?
That's a good
Boring.
one.
Yeah.
That's a good. Boring.
Is it is it gay to care about your self-care?
I didn't say it was gay.
I don't think he's gay.
Yeah, I don't think it's gay.
Jeez.
I didn't say it was gay. I think you're projecting a little.
I know.
Let's see what else. What do the girlies want to know, Andrea?
What do the girlies want to know?
What y'all been
You
talking
guys stare
about?
at guys' asses? Do that one.
Yeah, I like a good butt.
Okay, I'll put that. Do girls stare at guys' ass?
Yeah.
All right. We need at least, let's see, right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 more. Let's have 3 more topics.
Okay,
10 topics in total.
Blah, 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 blah,
Why
blah,
do
blah, 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 blah.
women dress like Adam Sandler when they're comfortable?
Why do women
Dress.
That's-
All right. I'll put
Adam
that one.
Sandler summer.
Why
That seems
do
very
women-
targeted. Oh, did you guys see Chet Hanks
dress
took back White Boy
like-
Summer?
Yeah.
King
He was
shit.
pissed, bro.
What?
Yeah.
I'll put that in. Chet Hanks.
Chet Hanks takes
Takes-
a stand.
He's real, he's real
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah, he's
Maintaining long distance friendships. Navigating romantic relationships and dating stories. Importance of female friendships. Nah, our favorite.
We
Even
shouldn't ask
me.
Andrea
Oh
that.
my
No,
Yeah,
she
you
doesn't
shouldn't
know.
ask Andrea
What
that,
the
bro.
heck? What does that mean?
Fancy career. What does that mean?
Because
Yeah.
you said you don't like having girlfriends.
I have like 3.
Oh.
Back in
Well,
the
I know.
day, you didn't have any.
Yeah.
You
I
were
had
your
like
only
one.
We were your
You guys
Malina?
were my girlfriends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We basically
One of
became
them
your
has a kid
girlfriends.
now.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
You hate to see it. We should sneak this her. We should be like,
Sneak this.
why you shouldn't have kids at this age? We're like,
What age?
We
Like
need
25? Like, it's not that bad.
let's see, balancing career and personal life, career advice, and inspiring stories from successful women. Definitely not for Andrea.
No.
Setting and achieving personal goals, favorite TV shows.
Fucked up.
Yeah, they treat Andrea like a
I'm just
dude,
kidding.
like a bro.
What?
Treat Andrea like a bro. That's like the shit she likes.
Yeah.
Treating girls like dudes, is that one?
Let's see. What else?
Book recommendations, celebrity news, and gossip. Is there any celebrity gossip that you find particularly interesting?
Who
Right
you
now?
just fucking hate, like a celebrity you hate.
J-Lo.
J-Lo, we
Fucking
can talk
hate
about
her.
J-Lo.
Oh my god. Oh, I love Ben Affleck, but I hate J-Lo.
Is that one?
I hate her.
I
But
don't
Ben
know anything
Affleck
about
is
them.
also kind of a piece of shit.
Well,
like he's a
I
horrible
heard a lot
person.
of people hate J-Lo now.
Yeah, I
she's-
saw
she's a bitch.
she had like a concert in an arena and like only like 200 people showed up. So she's like, "Mi gente latino," and it's like, "Woo, yeah."
The fall off of J-Lo.
Yeah.
It's a slow.
She's not even
Uh,
Latina.
I guess I'll put that.
I
But
think
that's not
she's
that's a subtopic.
She's supposed to be Puerto Rican, but
She's Puerto Rican.
yeah.
I don't even know what she is.
She's probably not Latina.
I
Just
know.
white with the tan.
Body positivity and self-acceptance.
Boring.
Creating a cozy living space. Crafting, DIY.
These are pretty
creative outlets.
sexist topics.
I know they kind of are.
Why are they assuming making dinner,
Folding laundry.
folding laundry, taking care of kids?
Heartwarming love stories.
Oh, you can tell about how to get a free drink at the bar as a girl.
How to get a free drink at the bar as a girl?
Yeah.
She's done that.
How come you don't
We've
go
seen-
to?
I've
How
seen her
come
do
you?
that a
Don't,
lot.
how come you don't go to gay bars and do that? Like,
I don't think there's like a lot of gay
Oh,
bars
let's talk
there.
about that. Like a free drink.
you don't think there's a lot of gay bars?
Here in this area. No.
There's one, like two.
Footsies?
there's one right there. The one.
The
Los
fucking
Candiles.
Los Candiles.
yeah.
Oh, you probably didn't know
Oh,
it was a
you
gay
mean
bar.
I thought it
You've
was
probably
just-
been
I
in
thought
there
it
all
was
the
a
time.
club.
To him, it's a normal bar.
I thought it was like
I think it is. It's like, remember like Club Bahia?
I know it was a gay club. I didn't know it was a bar.
It's just a normal bar.
I've never been. It's always been there very fast.
That's a good one. All right, fuck it. Let me turn on the AC and then we'll get into
I
it.
know, I'm sweating.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Hi guys, welcome back to school where everything is cool. I'm your host Patrick, and I'm here with the boys.
Steve
Steve
and
and
Brandon.
You forgot it.
All right,
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? Julie's out this week, so we brought in our two favorite guests, two fan favorites, Patrick and Andrea.
We brought in her understudies.
Yeah.
Dang.
How you guys feeling? It's for those of you watching this, you don't know, but it's 4th of July right now. Patrick's wearing a proud American shirt.
Yeah.
It's just the costume. He doesn't actually support America. Am I right, Patrick?
No comment.
Come on. When Latinos start making $55K a year, Patrick's gonna be one of those
They turn
people,
into
bro.
Patrick.
Yeah, he's gonna be one of those people.
I know
Who
he got his blonde hair. And he thinks he got his blonde hair and he thinks he's white.
I know. You got blonde hair too.
Oh yeah, the last time was like I always wear hats. I've noticed.
Oh yeah, you do. This is the first time you actually check it out.
I'm
Hey,
getting-
what is it deep, bro? Is it because you're ashamed of your indigenous features?
Nah, it's not that deep.
Are you trying to mask it?
Huh?
Are you trying to mask it?
Nah, I just think it's cool.
He's
Is
trying to
it-
assimilate.
Is
He's
it
trying to
white boy
assimilate.
summer for you?
It's a white boy,
White boy summer.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
white boy summer, guys.
But I'm gonna get into it already. We're gonna go into our first topic. So I thought it'd be funny because these guys are on here. These fools are on here to talk about Latinos and sex. So
Why is that the first thing?
I don't know. I just feel like you guys would have a good reaction to
You
it.
think I'd be
Okay.
fucking?
He says he thinks you guys are sluts.
Me. Maybe just Patrick.
No.
Patrick.
Are you a pretty boy?
Huh?
Are you a pretty boy? Do you consider yourself a pretty boy? Be honest. No judgment here.
That audio
don't think
clip.
so.
That audio clip sounds kind of funny.
I'm like,
Are you a pretty boy?
I'm like playing that one Claro song, like I can be.
A
that's-
pretty
I don't know what you're talking about.
Claro?
I don't listen to Clara, I think.
You don't know her though?
I know her. I just don't listen to her. I don't know. Whoa, what's wrong with that?
No,
Why you looking at me
no,
like
no.
that?
Dang, I know.
I know,
Look
right?
at
You
you
saw it?
disgusted.
I know. What's that about, Patrick?
Jeez.
I'm sorry. Like, wait, why?
Not anything.
You can't even say it. So,
Yeah,
guys,
but
me and Patrick have been drinking. Brandon and Andrea didn't want to join us because they're lames.
I'm
It's
having,
4th of July.
Yeah.
Oh,
Coffees.
we're supposed to.
Yeah.
I'm having coffees.
Oh, yeah. Brandon's off of coffee. Andrea's off.
I'm just traumatized.
Yeah. She's high off life,
Yeah.
as they say. But anyways, did you know Latinos are the ethnicity that are least likely to use a condom during sex?
That explains a lot.
That kind of makes sense, yeah.
What do you mean?
Bro, I have so many aunts and uncles.
I
They
really,
have
I
a
really
bunch of
thought that
kids.
sentence was going somewhere else when you started it.
I know. I know. I thought you were going to say, like, you never use a rubber, bro. Come on.
Whoa.
Use rubbers, please.
Please? Why, bro? Why? Are you just saying that, or do you actually know what's the significance of using a rubber?
It's like low STD HIV rate.
Okay.
Okay.
It seemed like you had to reach into the
I
deepest part of his brain for
know.
that one.
He was like,
But yeah, a recent estimate demonstrates that more than 75% of young women and men aged 15 to 19 use contraception at first sex and their most recent intercourse. However, There are notable disparities in contraceptive use based off race and ethnicity. Female and male Latino adolescents are less likely than African American and white teens to report contraceptive use at first sex. So it seems as though when people lose their virginity, when it comes to Latinos, we're the most likely to not use protection.
Why do you guys think that is?
Yeah, what do you guys think that is? Be honest. It's okay, no judgment.
Honestly, I think it's just because of the accessibility of it. I mean, I don't really know about.
What do you mean, though?
What do you mean by that?
What the fuck? Why are you laughing already?
What do you mean by that?
Okay.
Do you mean like accessibility of sex?
No,
I thought she meant
Jeez,
that. Like,
yeah.
Oh, you
like,
think they're not as? But like, what difference does that make between like Latinos and like Black Americans and white teens?
I don't know. I just.
How are we less
Like,
like accessible to condoms?
I think it might be also.
It's probably embarrassing.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of like shame. I feel like
Mhm.
a lot of like Hispanic parents. I don't know about like other
I get what you
cultures, but they could probably shame you for just having sex in general. But people are gonna do it anyway. So maybe they feel like they don't have, or they're not as comfortable to go out and get those kind of things.
Yeah.
Like even when I go to Mexico, like here you walk into like a fucking 7-Eleven, there's condoms like everywhere. You know, they're pretty like easy to get. But in Mexico, like you have to go to like a pharmacy. You have to like ask. It's just not as like easily accessible as like for other people. So, or as it is like here, I don't know.
I think I get that because I've seen this stereotype, but it might be true of like how Latino families are more strict, and so you have to be more sneaky. And I think having contraceptives like condoms, it leaves a trail.
Yeah.
You know, like if it gets
It makes
found,
sense,
yeah. I mean, it's true. I mean, we were all teenagers once,
Yeah.
and like having that fear of like, fuck,
It's,
like
it's awkward trying to ask for a
Yeah,
condom.
it
Be
is.
like, hey,
It's something that like becomes so normal for like other people. Like, I don't know. I guess specifically like, I just see it in like movies and like TV shows. Like, oh, it's white people. Like the parents actually have like a talk with their kids. You know, they're like, oh well, you're getting older. Like, let's have the talk. And then they're like, if you need condoms, if you need protection, if you need something, like you can talk to me. But if it's like Hispanic kids, my parents never had to talk with me. I just learned stuff like on my own or like at school when we had like sex education and all that.
They just assume you're an angel.
Yeah. They just are just gonna pretend nothing's gonna
Like,
happen.
no way my son's fucking.
they don't know the demon that's in the sheets.
Whoa.
I think it's true. I think it's like a taboo topic. So I think that parents often like it's very awkward and they don't talk to their kids about sex education.
Yeah.
So I see how that becomes like, oh, then when they reach that age where they're starting to become promiscuous, they don't actually use protection. I'm gonna go ahead and read like a little bit more. And this is what I was telling you about in the intro. In addition, Latino adolescents are less likely to report using condoms at last intercourse, 54.9% compared to African Americans, which is 62.4%, and whites at 63.3%. So it goes to show you that we really are the ones who use we don't use condoms as much as any other ethnicities. Isn't that crazy?
I think it's just lack of a sex ed too. 'Cause, like in low income communities, there's always like a higher.
Well, isn't it like a big thing now in school that they're trying to get it out of school?
Yeah, but
in a
then
weird
there's
way.
like the,
Oh yeah.
Right? I'm not tripping about
But
that.
like,
right?
I guess like we at least if you live in the United States, like a lot of our culture is shared with like Black America. Like we grow up in like the same neighborhoods and we share like a lot of the same plots. We're not the same culturally, but we share a lot of the same like
Income.
economic. Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess what I'm saying is coupled with what Andrea is saying, where the culture at home isn't very accepting. It doesn't help that at school they don't make up for it either. So
Yeah.
maybe other cultures in school it's not there, or maybe it is, but maybe at home they can make up for it, you know. But it's I guess it kind of shoots you in the foot twice if there's nowhere where you're kind of getting that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I also think there's like a language barrier because obviously like a lot of I think like Latinos and like first gen like kids who grow up here in the States, their parents also speak a different language and they grow up like learning mainly English as opposed to like Black Americans who they only speak English. I don't know why, but that makes a lot of sense in my head as to why like there'd be that barrier there as to why they can't like talk to you properly about like sex education.
I think they should provide that stuff at school.
This is gonna be funny.
Yeah.
This is gonna be funny, but do you guys think it's the music too? Because like you know how a lot of our music like reggaeton or like even like a romantic like banda and corridos and shit, like it's very like there's a lot of sex in the music. This isn't what I
Yeah.
believe. I'm just posing that out there to see what you
I
guys
feel
think.
like-
devil in the music.
I feel like it's more like recent music because if you like
Yeah.
listen to like older like reggaeton, it's kind of more like romantic.
I don't-
Some of it
Really?
is,
I don't
and then
think
like all the banda
I don't
too.
know. I don't think it's the music because I was listening to a Prince song the other day, "Little Red Corvette," and that's like an innuendo. You know, what's that line in the song? He says like, "I went to the track where all your Trojans ran," talking about like Trojan condoms. Like I don't know. That's why I'm kind of like I don't know if it's the music. Like I think it's always kind of been like that.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. I think they should take care of this stuff at school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did your parents ever find your like condoms? Did you ever have an experience like that, Patrick?
No.
No, never. You were always
No.
really good about it.
Yeah.
Did your parents ever give you that talk? Did you guys ever have like the sex education talk?
mean,
No, never, not at all.
Thank Lord for our high school giving us sex
Yeah.
ed.
I had sex ed in like 5th grade and then
Mhm.
again in middle school.
In 5th grade, really?
Yeah.
We didn't get that in no.
Well,
but,
maybe
like,
because you
genuinely.
guys went to like a
No,
Catholic
but
school.
we didn't.
We
didn't
got it
get-
in 8th grade. I remember we had sex eds.
I don't remember.
I
it.
did. I remember.
I-
I
I
did it in
The only
specifically.
thing
No, go ahead. Go.
The only thing I remember in Catholic school was good touch, bad touch. Other than that, I don't really remember.
No, I remember. You never did the like banana like shit.
Condom? Banana
Yeah. I just remember I had this 8th grade teacher and she was reading like the scientific about like sex. She's like, the sperm goes into the egg and it makes the zygote. And I remember everybody in our class being like, hee sperm.
I didn't remember it
She
in high
said,
school.
"Come."
I didn't remember it in high school.
No, yeah.
I remember
We
high
did
school too.
like in PE.
It was
no?
PE
Yeah.
freshman year.
Yeah, I remember that
But
too.
they gave us
yeah.
like a whole ass booklet.
Yeah, I
And like we
Yeah.
took tests on it.
Yeah. But you see, it came a long way, and that's why more kids got to be educated in what they're learning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the school should really provide that. I don't know. I think that did they for us? I remember
For high
people,
school,
I remember
yeah.
people saying like you could go to the office and ask.
You could.
For condoms, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, people they had them at the office. I remember sometimes
Oh,
people
yeah.
would like take
Would actually
them,
take some, yeah.
and then like they look, I'm good.
Yeah, yeah.
They wouldn't even use it for sex.
Yeah,
they like
they
put water.
literally
Just
Yeah.
open it.
They
I
play with
remember
them.
that. Yeah, people would just play with them like
But
balloons.
they're trying to get rid of that, no? Like
Condoms in?
Yeah,
Are they?
'cause
I don't
of, like,
remember. I haven't
religious
heard.
and a lot
stuff
of,
and all that.
Yeah.
Well, side note, you know what? I don't know what state it was, but they started putting like an age restriction on libraries. You guys didn't see that? It was
No, I
like
didn't
it was
see
like
it.
in Michigan where it's like this library or something. One of those states. And it's like this sign that's like anyone under 18 is not allowed to come inside to this library.
What?
Yeah,
Why?
that's
Wait, I have
Like
a
laptop.
without a parent or something.
And no, you can't go in if you're 18. And they ask for like ID and stuff. And everybody was like, well, because I think that state also doesn't let you have abortion either. So people were like, that's kind of a weird thing.
They were like, I think I saw that. It was
Yeah.
like, so you could be 13 and forced to have like a baby.
But you can't be 13 and go into the library and read a book.
That's crazy.
Oh
Bar.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what-
I
yeah.
remember I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I can't
stupid.
find it, but
That's
it's okay.
outrageous.
It's all good. My next topic, moving on. Wait, also,
Rabbit Willie.
do you guys
Wrap it before you tap it.
from Patrick? Ooh, okay, bar. Go ahead, Patrick. Hit me with another one.
Don't be silly, Rabbit Willie.
Ooh, okay. Brandon, go ahead. Hit me with
I
that
only
third one.
remember that one from
That's the only one I know.
when we learned because that was a swear.
Is that really one? I don't
Yeah.
remember that. Don't be dumber. Have a rubber.
Nah.
Nah, you didn't even let me finish.
I already knew, bro. I was
You
like,
didn't even let me
Next
finish.
topic, next
All
topic.
right, fine, fine. Wait, really quickly before we move on to the last topic. Do you guys think that there's this perception that Latinos are more sexual than other ethnicities? Because have you heard that I want to be loved Mexicanly trend? We talked about it last week.
I know we're the like romantic because of our music and shit.
Yeah, that's true.
But
I would say they get sexualized a lot. I
that's
don't know
gotta be
about-
racist.
Don't you
Yeah,
think we get sexualized a lot? Like
Yeah.
in
But,
media?
but a lot of cultures get sexual. Like the Asian community gets sexualized a
Oh,
lot,
yeah.
and then the gay community too. A lot of,
True.
You know, I think this is just a
Yeah,
problem. in
it's like
general.
people are like they're like guys are like, oh yeah, I like Latinas. I only date Latinas.
It's mostly Latinas, like dudes on TikTok be like Latina, like can I have a Latina like cure me or
A
something.
goth
Yeah.
Latina.
A
Oh,
goth
yeah.
Latina.
I think Chet Hanks said something about liking Latinos.
He likes Latinos?
Yeah.
Really?
No, he likes
I think.
Black Queen.
Yeah, he does.
Black
He
Queen.
I could be wrong, but I remember seeing something that he
You know what?
likes Latinos.
Since we're already talking about him, side quest. What before we go
He
into the
took
next?
he took back White Boy Summer, bro.
Yeah.
It's because White Boy Summer became like a Trump thing.
Yeah,
like
like
they
a-
started putting like flags, and he put out a statement saying like, "Get that racist shit out of here."
Really?
Yeah, he said White Boy Summer is not about racism. He said like,
Really?
I look-y fuck with that guy. He's kind of cool.
Yeah,
he
he
said
is
yeah,
cool.
he said White Boy Summer is not about that. So he denounced that. He
I
took-
knew it was gonna turn that way. Like
yeah,
it's just like a certain time limit. It would
Yeah.
happen.
that's crazy.
To me, I have almost the same respect, but in a different way as I do to his dad, like Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Actually, don't people hate Tom Hanks? Don't they say he was like on the Epstein list?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that true though? Is that a
but
fact?
so is
I don't
Trump
know.
apparently. So I mean, I don't know.
Nobody likes Trump.
I think I don't know.
Oh, really? Because he's probably gonna become president again.
Yeah,
Let's
he
not
might.
talk about that.
He might.
He might actually.
The monarch.
Yeah. Oh,
so that's what we're
wait. I'm not there yet.
Yeah,
I'm not
sorry,
there
sorry,
yet.
sorry.
Preview to everybody listening is a preview. But the next thing I'm gonna talk about is the Chipotle scandal. So a couple of analysts actually did a research study on Chipotle. They ordered 75 orders of the same order. So they went in person, they did online orders, and they did a few different things. And they found that when you order Chipotle online, like through DoorDash or any of these other like delivery websites, that apparently you could get as much as 75% less than what you would get if you just ordered inside the store. Like and it was pretty consistent enough to where it proves that they hoe you. They steal from you when you order online.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to know, because Chipotle is a Mexican restaurant, as fellow Mexicans, what do you guys think?
I don't know. We kind of talked about this a couple of weeks ago about how Chipotle does that. I feel like I don't know. Everything's shrinking. All the food is shrinking.
Yeah, people are or companies are becoming super like stingy.
Yeah, I ordered like a wrap the other day, and I remember the place I got it from. They're usually like that. It was like tiny. Yeah, everything's just getting smaller. It's unfortunate.
I think it's also just the fact that they like you're not there to actually see them.
Yeah,
do
so
it.
they're like,
They're
"What's he
like-
gonna do? He's gonna come back here." Yeah.
Have you seen the trend where people record like the people making their fucking
Yeah.
food?
Yeah.
They just walk out. That's fucked up.
Would you guys do that? Would you guys record these poor low minimum wage workers?
I think people should just boycott
No.
Chipotle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just don't go. It works.
Yeah.
Bro,
Boycotting works.
I've been boycotting Chipotle since day one because I've never had it.
I've only had it once.
It worked on like because McDonald's brought back the $5 meal, and a bunch of fast food restaurants brought back like $5 meals because everybody was like, "It's too expensive. Y'all don't give a shit."
It used to be the dollar menu, bro.
Yeah, they used to have
Yeah.
dollar drinks. Remember that?
Dude, a hash brown is like $4.
Really?
One single hash brown.
McChicken too.
Did you hear what the Arizona Tea CEO said?
Yeah, he said they make money, they own everything. There's no need to raise the prices.
You can snitch
Yeah.
on stores now for doing that.
Yeah,
Period.
you could
You
call
You
them
can
call them up.
Yeah, and they'll be like, they're not allowed to sell Arizona there anymore.
That
I
was a
like
great
that.
company.
I like that.
We should go on a mission.
Well, we should have been drinking the Arizona hard teas.
I drank one yesterday.
Did
You know, what?
really?
You know what? Shout out
Alcoholic.
Arizona. I'm gonna hit y'all up for a sponsorship.
Shout out to Arizona.
I'm
We
gonna hit y'all.
ignore the drink that me and Patrick are drinking right now. It was by accident.
It's a bootleg drink. They made it.
It's supposed to be Arizona, but
Yeah, pretend it's a
Something
giant.
happened.
Recycling.
Yeah, but I guess moving on. You guys didn't have that much to say about the Chipotle scandal. I thought you guys would be torn. I thought you guys were Chipotle like day one
No,
supporters.
No, I mean
I mean,
Chipotle's
that's alright,
good,
yeah.
but like I can live without it. There's this
Yeah.
place called Rodeo Express.
Yeah.
Ooh, I know that
Dude,
one.
Rodeo
That one's
Express is
good.
Nah, everybody's
bomb.
gonna go to it. You
Cut
just had it.
cut that out. Gatekeep.
Nah, the only time I've had Chipotle was once and I got sick.
Uh,
Never again.
Weak.
You know what I tried the other day?
What?
Yesterday actually, the naked bird tenders from
Popeyes?
Canes.
Oh.
You heard
What
about that?
Oh, it's
Where they
without the
come with-
breading.
Bro, honestly, pretty good. I kind of liked it better than the originals.
I've seen a video on
Which
TikTok.
I don't know what that says because everybody's always saying that the Canes tenders
sauce.
don't have anything, like they're not seasoned. It's mostly the sauce, and might be the case. 'cause
Well,
I
Aren't
didn't
they
get
much
them-
smaller though?
It's really the same thing. It just doesn't have the breading, so it's like.
But Cane's doesn't shy away. Like they say that they're like basically unseasoned because they're
Yeah.
like they're prime tenders.
yeah,
Yeah.
They're meant to be that way.
I guess so.
Yeah.
No, dude,
Interesting.
it's supposed to be shit.
It's supposed to be dry and
Yeah.
plain and not seasoned. All right, guys. My My final actual topic. So we came up with topics like before the show. I saw that, Patrick.
Sorry.
You almost destroyed our set.
No, I didn't.
But I gathered a bunch of tweets. You guys, they're mainly hot takes. Some of them are just more statements than hot takes. But you guys will tell me if they're valid or if they're miss. So the first one that I'm gonna read comes from Jen Galley. She wrote with 30K likes, if you got more than 2 baby daddies, please don't vote. You're gonna pick the wrong guy again.
That's funny.
That's a funny one.
Okay, Patty, you go first. Is she valid or is she wrong?
I'm giggling. Wait. She valid. She's
valid?
She's valid.
That's fucked up, Patrick.
How's it fucked up?
Because like you don't know her situation.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
I'm just fucking with you. I like how you was like,
That's crazy.
You're right. You're right.
You
I'm
just
sorry,
did
Patrick. I
that.
gotta put you on the spot, but go ahead, give me. Is she valid or miss?
I think she valid. Like,
Tell us how you really feel.
Who are you voting for?
Tell us right now on the podcast.
I don't legally have to say that.
I didn't say you had to legally tell me. I'm asking your opinion.
I remember in high
I was just trying
school.
to put you on the
Wait,
spot.
side
What?
story. I remember in high school we had this teacher. I don't know if you guys.
Mr. Blue.
Yeah, a code name. I think you guys will get it, Mr. Blue.
Oh, Mr. Blue.
Yeah.
Yes.
This guy, Patrick, you're so fucking.
Fuck Mr. Blue.
Mr. Blue.
Come on.
Come on,
Mr.
bro.
Blue.
Mr. Color.
Oh my
this
god.
guy.
No, I bet you he still
I
doesn't know. He
don't
just
know.
he just read it.
He's like, oh yeah.
But anyways,
Do you really not know?
Mr. Blue.
Do you really
I know it's supposed to be a code name, but like just
Oh,
type it
yeah.
and I can see if
This-
this
you
is.
can,
This
you can
fucking
check your
dude.
phone a little bit.
This fucking dude.
Yeah. But anyways, I remember
There's no way.
I remember Mr. Blue gave this whole speech one time about because some kid had asked him like,
I would have never got that.
Bro. There's no way.
some kid had asked some other kid like, oh, who are you gonna vote for? Like Mr. Blue, like who are you gonna who is it that you're picking? And he went on this whole rant about how like it's actually fucked up to ask that, like how it's like one of our amendments,
brother.
and how like it's our freedom to keep that private, and that like if you ask somebody like who they're voting for, it's insensitive.
Sounds
and,
like he was voting for Trump or something. I don't know. I feel like you're entitled to say like, I'd rather not share, but to give people like a speech and
Yeah.
be
Especially like
You're
a bunch
hiding
of high
something.
schoolers.
yeah, it's like, come on, bro, you should know that he didn't mean it like that. He's just a kid.
Mm-mm. I don't know. You don't think it's valid? Is he
Huh?
valid?
I think you're valid to not want to say it, but I don't know about being like, that's actually mad disrespectful. It's a right.
I feel
Relax.
violated right now.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking American.
Yeah.
I have a right to remain silent.
Yeah.
I have the Fifth Amendment.
It's giving
I
like
plead the
it's
fifth.
giving the same energy as those dudes who like go and harass cops and be like, I know my rights. Like I know my rights. It's like, well, why are you starting it?
All right. Well, anyways, Patrick. So it's valid. Then I can move on to Andrea.
I'm with my vote. Yes.
Okay, Andrea, is it valid? If you need me to read it again, I will.
No. I saw that tweet and honestly, I like screenshot it and I sent it to one of my friends. And I was like, you? Like, as a joke, you know. And
But you weren't.
she thought it was funny. She thought it was funny. So I was like, okay, you know, I was kind of scared. I was like, damn, like, am I about to like upset her?
Mm-hmm.
But she thought it was funny. So I was like, okay. When it comes to actually voting,
Should
yeah.
people with 2 baby daddies not be allowed to vote? Patrick said yes.
Patrick's a hater too.
Alright.
Yes, he's Mr. Negative over there.
I feel like I don't know. I don't care.
Let
Like,
me
girl,
go vote. He said not valid.
Let them vote. Let them vote.
Not valid.
But I have to choose an answer. Nah.
She said it's not valid. That's her answer.
Yeah.
All right, Brandon.
Not
is
valid.
not valid. They
Not
should still be
valid.
allowed to vote.
Yeah. Not allowed to vote. I don't think that's what the tweet said either, though.
It said if you have 2 baby daddies, you shouldn't vote.
But yeah, I guess you're right.
So not valid.
Not valid.
Not valid. Okay, we
What about
we
you?
respect the vote. You know what? I'm gonna choose Patrick's side. I'll say
Wow,
don't
okay,
vote.
okay.
Don't vote, bro. You don't. You have poor judgment.
I don't want to be the only one out.
I won't let my boy be by himself. So I don't know if you're reading the tweet for the next one. It says, I'm not paying. This one has 32 likes, so more than the last one. I'm not paying $5,000 for a dog unless it's Brian Griffin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Agreed.
That's a good one.
Well,
I
do
agree with
you
that
agree? Because all your
I
dogs are
agree with
free.
that one. I
You just
agree with
found all
that
your
one.
dogs.
Let me see. 5K. I would never pay. Don't pay for a dog.
I wouldn't pay for a dog.
Don't pay for a
No,
dog.
I
don't
feel
pay
like
for
if
a
you're gonna
dog.
pay for a dog, it should be like trained, like those attack dogs. I get it. If it's
I
like
get
one
like
of them dogs.
those Russian running dogs, the ones that can go like miles.
Yeah.
The skinny one, the awkward
Yeah.
skinny
The,
one.
the
Greyhounds?
greyhounds.
Yeah, the
I like those. Those are cool.
They're
But you
funny.
can get them for free because you can get retired racing ones.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. One thing I will say though
Yeah,
is
okay,
I was talking about this with my girlfriend the other day about how like before I have the dog that I have now, I was trying to get like a dog from like a bunch of shelters, and like 3 of them told me no because I said he was gonna sleep outside, and I was like, you'd rather he'd sleep in a cage for the rest of his life than let me have him because he's gonna sleep outside. I don't know.
That's crazy. They said no. Would they say the requirements?
Because they were like, oh, tell us a little bit about yourself or whatever, because we were trying to find like a good home, and I get that, that's cool, whatever. And they're like, where's he gonna sleep? And I was like, I don't know, probably like the porch, like in a doghouse. And they're like, we're gonna have to decline your request because we see our dogs as part of the family who should sleep inside. And I was
crazy.
like,
that's crazy. So they'd rather
they'd rather him sleep in a cage or put him down than fucking give him to me,
The possibility of him being put down because he's at a shelter is least horrendous than actually being at like a house that he gets to sleep
Literally.
outside.
Yeah.
And I'm sure like any dog that's been in like a kennel for so
They
long
want
would
it.
probably
Yeah.
be so happy to
A big
even
yard,
sleep in like outside.
I don't get why people make such a big deal about dogs being inside. Like if you
Yeah.
want to have your dog inside, that's fine. But I
Small
don't
one,
think,
yeah, makes sense.
yeah, my dog's big. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have that fucking moose in my house.
Bro, he's fucking big.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, because people do treat dogs as if they were children. Like, do you think it's valid in the same argument where people are like, why are you gonna have a kid when you can just adopt? Because there's a bunch of kids in the orphanage. Is it the same when people are like, why are you gonna pay $5,000 for a dog when there's a bunch of dogs in the shelter? Do you think it's like the same?
Damn.
Wait, say again. Like
So-
it's the same. Like why?
Yeah, because you know how people treat dogs as if they were children.
Yeah.
Like, especially nowadays when people don't want to have kids. Do you think it's valid, the same argument? Like, because right now with the whole like the tweet, right? It's so funny because it's about Brian Griffin. we're getting serious about it. But deadass. It's like I'm not paying $5K for a dog unless it's Brian Griffin. So somebody paying $5,000 for a dog, and instead of just going to a shelter to get an orphanage, is that the same argument as being like, bro, you'd rather have your own kid with this bill at the hospital than go to an orphanage and adopt a kid?
I feel like it's not the same at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me one reason why.
Because it's a human,
It's
and
a
not a fucking animal. I don't know.
You're valid. You're
I
valid.
feel like people forget dogs are animals. I mean, treat them
Yeah.
with respect and like
Care.
Love
kindness,
them,
but
yeah.
like it's also an animal.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Agreed.
Hot take, I guess. I don't know.
Hot take.
I don't think you should be allowed to pay for those like inbred ass dogs.
Yeah.
Those little fucking those little mutants you can get.
Whoa.
The little Frenchies.
Yeah, like those are those ones that are like all like
Oh
that.
yeah.
Oh, they can't breathe.
Nasty.
Yeah, that's wrong. But I mean, if you want like I don't know, like a sports dog, I guess.
I want a
know.
Shar-Pei.
A Shar-Pei.
I think
You know
Shar-Peis
What are
My-
Shar-Peis? What do they look like?
It's a Chinese dog. They're all wrinkly.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Didn't
know.
your
what you're talking about.
grandma have one?
Mm-hmm. I hated it.
What?
Well,
Why?
because it would headbutt people.
Oh wow.
like if you turned your back on that dog, it just thought it was funny, I guess, to like run and headbutt you.
Like,
Yeah.
bro, my dog might headbutt you, but
Yeah,
it's cool,
and
right?
also they're
Don't mind him.
they're like fur is like small and like spiky.
Really.
So like, bro, like,
It's
oh
not
my
good.
god, I just couldn't stand. I don't know, I couldn't stand that fucking dog.
Poor guy.
Yeah,
But their faces are so funny.
yeah, they're cute. They're cute.
They're cute. Doesn't mean they deserve a spot in your house, right?
That's how I feel about Frenchies. I hate Frenchies.
Yeah.
And everybody loves them. Like everyone's like, oh my god.
I have a homie with a
And they're so expensive. People literally breed them to like sell them. And
Yeah.
I think that's fucked up because
Yeah, I agree.
Frenchies have a lot of like health
They can't
issues.
breathe,
They can't breathe.
I think if an
They can't
animal,
swim.
can't give birth naturally, like
Should
those
be.
type of dogs, you shouldn't be able to. Like,
Yeah,
if you have to
literally.
take it to get like $10,000 surgery for it to have puppies, I think that's wrong.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Hot take though, I guess.
It's yeah.
All
I
right. So
agree.
we all agree? Is the paying $5K outrageous unless it's Brian
Yeah,
Griffin?
literally, if it's
Yeah.
Brian Griffin,
Oh, you
take
guys got
it.
your dogs for free?
Yeah.
Bro, Patrick, this guy, everybody watching this podcast, Patrick gave me my dog.
I paid for my dog, but I got him in I think Compton for like $100.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah,
That's
so
what-
I don't know.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
that's not
my
bad.
dog was
You
free
saved
too.
him.
Oh, you know what? I think I got Rocky. I have a dog, Rocky.
He was adopted.
He was we got him through Craigslist. But it was so funny because if you know him in real life, he looks like just a bigger Chihuahua. Like, just think of a Chihuahua,
He's
but
scaled
like,
up a Chihuahua.
yeah, like he's big, but he still has the proportions of a Chihuahua. It's weird. He's like a medium-sized dog.
Chubby, bro.
Yeah, and we got him from Compton because we thought like, oh, we wanted him to be a guard dog. He's literally like the sweetest fucking dog ever. He literally wouldn't bite anybody. But he gets down. He always fights my other dog. He's like life or death. All right, though. So not valid. That one's not valid either. All right. My third tweet. This one's controversial. This one has 30K likes.
Yeah.
Imagine being a year into dating the love of your life, and they ask you if you can be poly. Do you know what that is?
No.
Polyamor?
Oh,
Yeah.
multiple.
So basically, like multiple partners, yeah, but not just like an open relationship. It's different. It's like all three of you. Let's say you get a third partner,
Like a throuple?
yeah,
So-
and you guys
so
are
the-
all together.
And they're asking like, can I bring someone else in?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather they say that a year and then 10 years in.
Yeah, if it's a year, I'd be like,
Yeah.
okay, you
you're
know,
valid.
You
a
know
year
what?
it could be a long time, but also I feel like,
It's only
it's
been
not that
I
a
won't
while.
lose my
Yeah.
sanity.
Yeah, but I
10
feel
years, 10 years, I'll
yeah,
probably
it
kill
feels,
myself.
it feels like
Yeah.
not real though. You know, I saw a tweet like almost exactly the same that was like how it like it says something like, how do y'all feel about poly or something, and then the quote tweet was like starving pirates talking about whether they should eat the parrot or not.
Oh,
Okay, Polly wants a
Polly
cracker.
cracker.
Yeah, that's funny. All right, well, we'll say
That was the last one.
no. I have two more, but they're not hot takes. They're just funny tweets, and I'm
Oh.
gonna see if you guys think they're funny. Maybe I'll miss. All right, this one has 24K likes. It says, "I always wonder what Latinos in a weird ass states be doing. Like, fuck you mean you're Dominican in Alaska."
yeah,
Is that funny?
I.
All right, my bad. Andrea, you got something to say or not?
I was just gonna say how like I recently saw a video of like Latinos in the UK,
Yeah,
and I thought it was so funny.
because they have the accent. But when
Yeah.
they speak Spanish, it
It's
just
like
sounds like
normal.
Spanish.
Yeah, and it's just so funny because I'm like, what the fuck are
Yeah.
you doing out there? Like, how did you
How'd you
get
get
there?
up there?
Get
How
there?
did they?
Yeah.
Reverse
why-
colonization.
London, bro, out of all places.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just cool. Do you guys like Europe?
No.
No,
No, not at all.
I mean, maybe to visit, but I don't think
Not
I
to
would
live there.
I
live
think
there.
I think Europe seems overrated, and I can't stand most of the people over there. I feel like every time I see them, yeah, the food looks terrible.
My sister,
Beans?
my sister, she lives in France now.
That's France.
She married some French guy.
Brandon hates.
I hate the French.
Yeah, she.
Brandon hates French people.
she-
You're not welcome if you're French, by the way.
That's gotta be racist.
Oh yeah,
No.
she basically has like her family's basically French.
no.
I don't. I hate like France, like
Bonjour.
the country.
¿Cómo se va?
Oh, but not like if they come here.
If there's like a guy here and he's like, "Oh, my ancestry is French," I'm like, I don't care. But,
What
like,
if it was Rudy Goldberg?
Rudy Gobert,
Whoa.
he's a little weird too. No, I don't know.
Very 4th of July coded for you. All right, this is the other one. It says this one has 500,000 likes on Twitter.
Better be a slap.
You guys might have seen it.
But be a slapper.
Some girl just crashed into. This is a girl tweeting this. Her
Yeah.
name's Camila. Some girl just crashed into me, and we both didn't know what to do. So we called our dads, and we're just standing here holding our phones together so our dads can talk to each other.
Andrea. What you do?
Silent. If I got into a car accident,
With another girl, would it be similar or not?
You just
Well,
run, huh?
No, I I feel like it depends on the situation. Like if I were to hit her, I'd be like, oh fuck. I'd be like, are you okay? I'm so sorry. But if like someone were to hit me, I'd probably be pissed off. I'd be like, what the fuck?
Mm.
What were you doing that you weren't paying attention?
Yeah.
So
So it wouldn't be like the tweet.
no, I mean, I think I'd call my dad after. But yeah, I'd be like, Appa.
Hey, bro, I'm a dude. I remember when my fucking tire exploded. I called my dad right away. I was like, Appa. No, I call I was telling this before the store. I don't call my dad Appa. I call him Papi.
Papi.
I was like, Papi. Papi, ayuda. Papi, help me. It's true.
That's gonna be the cold open. Remove the context.
Papi, help me.
Papi, help me.
Bro, is that wrong? I call my
Nah,
dad
I think
Papi.
that's wrong.
No,
I think
it's sweet.
I think the internet just
Oh, made me.
no. The internet is the one that
They're
ruined
just silly.
that.
They're
Yeah.
Yeah,
silly.
they ruined
Like-
that.
They're like,
like
Papi.
the word.
Like the word mommy and pappy, you know.
And then I don't want to
This one.
say it. You say it, Patrick.
What word?
What? Daddy.
Daddy.
Yeah,
Daddy.
that word is ruined.
See,
too.
that goes to show you she was afraid to say it.
Yeah.
There you go.
People are gonna be like, "Ooh."
Ooh.
Okay, this one has.
If my kids want to call me daddy, I'll tell them use like an English accent, like daddy.
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 It's not that serious. Just let them call you daddy.
I think it's funny though.
Oh, okay,
Daddy.
okay. My bad, my bad.
Daddy.
It is your kid. I'll let you do what you want with your kid. Cause my nephew calls his dad daddy. Like daddy, help me, and he's not like, stop calling me daddy.
I was thinking
He's
that,
like,
serious until you
kid.
said that.
Or like being like say it with a British accent. So the kid was like, daddy, let's play catch. Don't call me daddy unless you're gonna use a British accent.
Do the British say daddy? I thought they say shit more
Daddy.
like papa,
Daddy.
papa,
Papa.
papa.
Daddy.
That
No,
doesn't-
they say daddy.
I
feel like
think
they say
in like
daddy.
that show, the what the pig, Peppa Pig. I
She
think
said-
they
Oh,
say
Daddy Pig, yeah.
Daddy Pig, yeah.
Daddy pig. Papa.
She's British.
Yeah, she's British.
Yeah.
What did you think she was?
She's also like 32 or something. according
Peppa
to
Pig's 32.
something on it.
That's
on the
not true.
internet.
No, isn't she like
Fake
5'11"?
news.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
she's
the
tall
thing. That's
as
the
fuck.
thing. Yeah, it was that. She's like 6'3", and they're all giant.
Yeah.
All right, this is my last tweet. It has 84K likes by King Torque.
I better die laughing.
I hope you guys think it's funny. Let's see.
It better be fucking.
Fuck no, it's not gonna be funny. You guys are not gonna laugh.
Damn.
But whatever. If I win the lottery, no one around me will be broke, and I truly mean that. I will move to a wealthy neighborhood.
So he's just moving?
Nah, all right, fuck you guys. All right, fuck you guys.
What?
All right, fuck you guys. All right, fuck you.
What?
Nah,
Why are we in
nah,
trouble?
nah.
So he's
Why are we in
just
trouble?
moving?
Yeah, what? So he's just moving?
Nah, that was too silent. Now I'm embarrassed.
Please, the silence, and all of us were literally like.
You guys didn't think that was funny? Because it like sets up the
If
joke,
I
like-
saw it, I'd probably be like.
just keep scrolling.
Yeah.
All right, my bad. All right, I'll come up. I guess some other time I'll come up with better tweets.
I don't know. I think I'm a biased sample. I think weird shit is funny. You know?
You think weird shit is funny?
Yeah. I mean, look at what I send you all the time. You know, like,
Brandon, bro, everyone
Yeah.
listening, Brandon sends me the weirdest shit.
I just
bro.
think weird shit is funny.
Yeah, so shit's funny.
So
It's funny in the smiling friends way,
yeah.
where it's like, what the fuck is even going on?
Yeah.
This is the last thing I got. This is the last thing I got, and then we'll move into the topics that we all four of us constructed together.
Okay.
If it's not funny, you gotta chug that.
It's not funny. It's not funny. This is-
Oh, there you go. You gotta chug it, bro.
Well, when we start this, you and me will take a drink of the second buzzball.
The second what, bro?
I mean, the second Arizona hard iced tea.
God, this
Sorry,
guy.
sorry.
Technical error.
Okay. Street vendor permit fees will drop from $541 to $27 in LA following city council approval. So you see when you get out of the club or you get out of any event and they got the hot dogs, be prepared to see way more. You guys could do it. You guys could start a business right now. The Patrick and Andrea.
Let's do it.
What would you guys sell?
Bacon wrap hot dogs,
Everybody makes it,
quesadillas.
He's such a hater.
Dude, I know. What the
Everybody
fuck?
do that.
You're
Look,
shitting on
everyone
her
sells them
idea.
for like $7-8.
You set them
We-
for $3?
What would you sell, Patrick?
Yeah,
What would
maybe
you sell?
5 with like a free water bottle. Cause I'm like, dude, I know you're
I've-
fucking thirsty.
To answer
And
that,
chips?
I'd have to be high.
You'd have to be high.
I have to be high.
Well, what's stopping you?
Go ahead, light up right now.
I thought he was going to.
You don't have anything, huh?
I do, but I need to
Take a bigger
roll
swig
out.
and
And then, yeah, tell me the first idea that comes to your mind about selling as a street vendor.
Yeah.
Bro, honestly, that's insane. For 541
Would you-
That's
27?
crazy. I
Can,
didn't
yeah.
use that
can you
much.
street vend?
I know, me neither.
Can
I
you
didn't
street vend like weed and alcohol?
I've
Is
seen
there-
people do alcohol like on the streets.
Yeah.
like,
Or
Yeah, I
if you
have.
go to like a soccer game, like LAFC games,
There you go.
That's
they'll
pretty
like
smart. That's actually
they
There you
sell
go.
like
There you go.
micheladas. They'll
go.
sell like beers, like things.
Why don't you sell that?
I think because it's like you're not supposed to do that. Cause it's
Yeah, you're
alcohol.
not. You need
Oh.
like a
Oh, it's
a
low
liquor
key.
license.
It's like,
yeah.
it's like,
Oh.
oh.
I said, I just exploded.
It's all good, bro. If I see other people in our community doing it, in
Yeah.
our
I still
ethnicity.
support it.
Yeah.
still support it.
I remember one time I was leaving Dodger Stadium and there was literally a guy there with a whole fucking cooler and
Yeah.
he had like Jack Daniels, he had fucking Hennessy, he had like shots of tequila, he had buzz balls.
How much? I guess that's also interesting because you don't sell that for like $1, you know.
They sell it cheap though, like $5 or some shit.
Yeah,
What do you
it's
think
not
they get
that
it though?
expensive.
What do you think
The
they get
store.
it though?
Probably like a
Really?
liquor
How do they
store.
turn a profit?
They just do shots, like single shot, one shot.
Yeah,
I thought you meant they sell like the little bottles.
No, they make their own cocktails.
Oh,
yeah. I remember I went to the Caliuchis concert last year in like September, and outside of the Hollywood Bowl, like on the walk there was literally like a bunch of people with like coolers selling shots, and shots were like $3 to $5, and there's like buzz balls, there's beatboxes, and you're just there, and then I saw a bunch of people just buying them and then just walking up.
I still
like
think
the
it's a little
venue.
sus because it's like it's still alcohol.
Yeah, it's a little sketchy.
makes sense.
Like, you know what else they can put.
Just alcohol.
Well, but why would they? If they're trying to turn profit, they wouldn't poison their customers.
No, but he's saying like because
It's risky.
because it's riskier because these people aren't. They probably
They
have
aren't
license.
regulated.
Yeah, they don't know
Oh,
how
I
much
get you.
portions they're putting in shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm troubled
they
because
could also probably get bootleg alcohol to turn
Yeah.
a profit.
Yeah.
You know.
because I have family members who sell, like, I don't know if you guys do, but I have family members who are street vendors, and like for the most part they're just trying to make money. So I really find it hard to believe that they, I don't know, they would have some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
in
'Cause
there.
that's food. That's different.
Yeah, true.
No, yeah, I get them. Like alcohol, it's a risk because it's like it's even if you get it from the store, alcohol is dangerous.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So it's not
You
like
just never know what you're
yeah,
getting.
nah,
Yeah.
real. I
All
understand.
right, cheers, Patrick. Let me see. First idea that comes to your head once you drink this.
Who can chug it faster? Who's gonna win?
God damn.
Maybe a pizza stand.
A pizza stand?
Whoa.
I saw that there's this
not
guy
bad.
there's this guy in downtown who has the traveling like
I've
pizza
seen that.
oven.
Mhm.
Yeah, I heard
I've
it's
seen
good.
that, like a little oven, like a blaze file. But we gotta have, like, we gotta
He
have
doesn't
our
like
own
Blaze though, which is funny.
What would you guys call it?
mucho queso or something. Something,
Why is the first
queso.
thing you think
Mucho queso.
Mucho
I don't
queso.
know, something funny.
A lot of cheese.
Lot of
What would your
cheese.
mascot be?
Like a piece of cheese, like string cheese.
It's
Like
like
a
a pizza, and then Patrick's face is like morphed into
Yeah.
it.
It's like hyper real.
It's 2 slices, and it's
That's funny.
You're like the razor that they use to cut it. Like your face is on it, on the side of it. All right, so moving on. The first thing that these guys wanted to talk about was the Huck Tuh girl. Do you guys know have you guys seen her everywhere?
I've known her.
Yeah.
You've known her?
You met
No,
her?
I know of her, but like,
What do you guys think? Because there's people saying like, when it was happening last month, they were like, "Oh my gosh, she hijacked."
I don't
Pride Month.
I don't have a problem with her. Like the
No.
person, I don't care that much. I more think it's just kind of weird how popular she is now.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Just
It
for
has like
those
a weird
events.
vibe.
I saw literally last night like a post saying how she, after that video, that she quit her job. I don't know where she lives or where she's
Yeah.
from. She quit her job, moved to LA, and
She got
got
a
like a
manager.
manager.
Yeah.
All because of that one video.
Yeah, isn't that insane?
just for those 2 words.
No, I think that's cool. Like all that stuff is cool. I just think the like I don't know, the people who are genuine fans of it who are like, nah, like this is, it seems kind of weird. It seems kinda
It's
like
not that
filthy.
deep.
It's
No,
not that
it
deep.
just seems kind of like it makes me kind of uncomfortable how like
It's
how they see just even the slightest bit of like a girl being sexual and they fucking lose
like
their
symbolizing
shit.
it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Or
No,
not?
I get what you
Not
mean.
really.
It's just like-
Elaborate a little bit more.
Uh,
Let me. wrap my
Everyone
mind
knows
around
what Hawk Tuah
It's like that
is.
meme I sent you. Where like you get it, bro, because she spits on like like you get it, like
Yeah.
you know? I'm like, it's
you're
like-
making fun of
Like
it.
that's what you
It's
know
like-
her for.
It's like, all right, bro, I get it. I don't know. It just seems so weird how. I guess it just highlights how sexualized women are, and I guess that's the part that makes me a little uncomfortable. How much it, because everybody's like, you should start an OnlyFans. You should do this. You should.
I know that's crazy.
Yeah, you know.
What?
Because I saw it was news today that she said she wasn't gonna start
Yeah,
an
and
OnlyFans,
everybody's
which
like,
again I don't have a problem with her, but it's
Yeah.
kind of weird how everybody's like,
What the fuck?
you should start with yourself, it's like,
Yeah. Over that one little like comment.
Yeah.
Gooners, bro. The goons.
I just
Yeah. No, you know what? Maybe it's not even deep. I just hate like gooners like that who are just so
Bro,
like
like-
who are so obsessed.
Yeah, because I don't get it. Like,
Gooners.
Yeah.
they just
No
know her for
way.
that. Like, bro, she has a personality and everything.
I don't know. It just gives
He
it
has a
just
personality.
it just reeks of the people who like it probably like don't like ever actually talk to women.
That's
you
crazy.
know?
They're
Like, you know?
That's crazy.
Yeah, right? No, I'm tripping.
I know. I don't get why it became so popular.
Yeah, I didn't think it was like funny or anything. I remember like the first time I saw it, I was just
But
kind
it
of
was
like, whatever,
everywhere.
But yeah,
It's
again,
She was at a
everywhere.
concert and then
There's like people wear hats of
bro,
it.
she was
people
on
have
the
posters.
she was
of
on the
it.
Shaq show. Like Shaq.
Oh yeah,
show.
Shaq met her.
Crazy.
Oh fuck!
No, but yeah, I don't have a problem
No
with her.
problem with her.
I don't give a fuck about. I don't have a problem with her. I don't think it's
nice.
Yeah,
weird.
on a personal level, right?
Yeah, like I don't. If she, like, I think she should get her money up. Like
Mm.
whatever, that's cool. Like I would do the same thing probably if I blew up. I try to get some money out of it.
Yeah.
I just think the people who are really obsessed with it are weird. Like
Gooners,
gooners, yeah.
You don't think it's a little off? And this isn't a personal attack on her, but I'm just like, to quit your job and move to LA like
It
over
was just
one video.
insane,
She's probably just smart.
She said she was gonna start a show. She said she was gonna start a show.
Honestly, I think she's being smart about it. Like I really don't have a problem with her or what she's doing with it. I just think
That's true.
I just think the fans of it are really weird. Like to
Yeah.
get a hat of it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Like she
It's kinda
knows
weird.
what she's doing.
Yeah. Like
No, that's true. I guess
Good for her to get her money up. That's all I'm saying.
That's
But
true. Yeah.
the fans just creep me out.
I
just-
gooners. Yeah.
I just don't know. Not even Gooners. I just think of white America. I think of white America. Like how like what about her made her blow up? Like what really if it had been, let's say it had been like a Latina or a black woman who said the exact same thing bar for bar, same aneurysm, everything, like would it have blown up to that degree? Or is it specifically because she's a blonde white girl that like America saw it and was like, oh my God, like this is
Yeah.
what we
Maybe.
need right now.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I think so.
We need a girl who's hypersexual. We need a girl who like is proud about like, I don't know, being dirty, which I think is like so ironic, specifically coming from the conservative community, because I thought it was all about faith and values.
Yeah.
But I guess like once you see a white girl who's like, I'm gonna spit on that dick, you know, like I guess they lose their shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They lose their shit over it. I really
Yeah.
don't understand.
That's the part. Like
Yeah.
I don't get why you're losing your shit over there.
Get
Is
your
it
money
really-
up, girl,
Is it really
though.
yeah, I hope
your
she
money
gets her
up.
money up. Yeah. Like take advantage of those people.
yeah,
Take
yeah.
advantage. Take advantage of the gooners.
You know, Andrea, do you know what Gooners is? Yeah, I feel like I'm getting the sense that she's like, what are you guys talking
Yeah,
about?
the whole time I'm just like,
Patrick, explain.
It's just like dudes
I'll,
who
I'll,
just like.
I'll read you the
Oh, the
text.
Urban
I think
Dictionary.
from what I've seen on like social media is people who just like love jerking it.
Basically just like porn. Basically like porn addicts and incels.
Yeah, like
kind of
porn
like.
addicts.
oh.
It's basically like people who just masturbate a lot.
Yeah.
That's what a gooner is. People who just
Oh.
masturbate a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's
Yeah.
like this new genre, I guess, like because everybody lives online now.
I don't know though. I think that's kind of what the original definition is, but for me and how I've seen people use it, it kind of evolved. It's more just people who are like just incels, obsessed with porn,
Yeah.
like kind of
People who are obsessed with porn.
Yeah,
I think they call
Okay.
themselves that, so it doesn't sound as aggressive as porn addicts.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because I was
It's
gonna
more
say,
serious.
like,
Yeah.
where did Gooners, like the name?
I
like,
think the
come
original
from?
meaning was like a practice, like like
A sacred.
it used to have meaning.
used to have pride.
What happened to the game I love?
There's probably people out there. Like,
Being
Yeah.
a gooner used to mean something.
Yeah, exactly. Nah, but yeah, I hate gooners. I hate gooners.
Why do you hate gooners?
I don't know.
Do you think it's wrong to masturbate?
No, they
but
just
like
objectify women.
yeah, but people who are like so like over the top with it, who are like, who just be, I don't know. I just feel like, have you ever like talked to a woman or like, do you see a woman as anything other than that? I think that's just pathetic. I don't know.
I get it, but I'm also like, I think there's a whole community of people out there who like, I don't know, we're dealt a bad card in life. Who are like, we're born, I guess, undesirable.
But I don't think that makes it okay. I don't think that makes it okay to just be like constantly objectifying women.
Yeah.
Like even if you're dealt a bad card.
Now I understand that, but I'm like, what do you think? There's a community of people out there who are gooners but don't objectify women. Like they keep it all online.
Well, isn't that like a study though? You know what I saw the other day on TikTok that
What? Tell
if
me,
you
tell
watch
me.
too much porn, it can give you brain damage.
Is that true?
What
Yeah,
the-
yeah, like it. Well, because it's bad for you. Like
How
like.
much? How much?
Just too much. I think it's,
He's like,
He sounded
but
so
like,
worried.
if you watch a little bit, it's okay,
No, I
right?
didn't mean it like that.
no, but like I think if you're addicted to that shit, it's like the same as being addicted to other stuff.
Patty just sounded so worried.
I meant like brain damage. Like how much? Like what is it?
Oh,
do?
yeah.
Like
He's-
memory loss or something. Like
He's
that?
right. It says studies show that porn can damage a developing prefrontal cortex, the area of your brain is critical for decision making and impulse control.
But
When
see,
damaged,
but
children are more likely to act impulsive and make rash decisions.
but isn't that kind of scary? Like watching that makes you kind of like
Incelish.
impulsive and like
That
you
is
can't
scary.
really control yourself.
Do you think it's more if it like younger people watch
Well,
it?
it says developing, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mhm.
I think in general, because the way people talk about it is a lot of pornography. Like it romanticizes stuff like assault and stuff, or like people or lack of consent. It's kind of romanticized, and I think people get that perception that kind of shit is real.
Yeah, like everybody does.
Yeah, like, you know, and I think that's kind of the more like disturbing part. And then like the whole like, you know, oh, she's barely legal, you know, that kind of shit.
Ew,
It's kind of, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
Do women watch porn?
I don't. I know that I don't.
No. Do you know of women
I
who
don't.
do? No.
I don't. I just don't think it's like.
I wonder what the discrepancy is.
Yeah, I just don't think. I mean, it could. I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's women out there that watch, and you know that's fine. But I just don't think that like women are as like open or like talk about it as much as like guys do. Like I feel like all my life, like I've just heard guys, oh yeah, bro, I was watching this porn, or oh, this porn website, or
Oh, your life is crazy.
I mean, she's right though. She's right though. Going back to the topic, the fact that girl even mentioned something sexual, everybody's like,
Yeah.
you know,
It's like,
It's
oh,
like
because she's
even-
proud of it, right?
Yeah, even just like overhearing conversations in like bars or like just in public outings. Like I feel like it's whenever I would hear about porn or anything, it's mostly just, why are you smiling? I said he's over here like
I'm just hearing you talk. I'm not.
it's just funny because I was gonna say it's like going back to like high school, like everyone would talk about like porn, everyone like, and that's how Patrick.
That's how he was.
No, that's how he was reacting right now.
I get you.
I don't know. I mostly just hate incels and gooners, you know, like, but like, like on the far end of the spectrum, you know the type I'm talking about, right? Like the pathetic people.
Incels.
The pathetic.
Pathetic.
I'm
people?
tripping.
So Brandon's saying if you watch,
No, I'm not saying if you watch it, but the people who are like obsessed with it.
yeah,
Who go to
You know?
conventions and shit.
Yeah, like conventions
have
and shit. Yeah.
Porn-
They have
porn
conventions.
conventions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah, they do. They do. Yeah.
Interesting.
There's like photos of people like taking pictures with like their favorite
Models and
actresses.
stuff, yeah. I remember,
Yeah.
what's his name? Channel 5 went to like
Yeah.
that video was crazy.
I don't. Do you think it's always bad?
No, I'm not saying that.
No. But I'm asking. Like it's not like
Uh,
that's what you're saying, but I'm asking.
Don't people say it's not so much that there's a lot of problems with it because like the industry preys on like underage women too. Like they try to
I
recruit.
think that's so weird.
They try to recruit you like at 16, 17 so
weird.
that they can get you in that barely legal shit. And then it's like a lot of it is made unethically and
That's
stuff
rough.
like that. So it's
Yeah.
kind of,
It's because
I don't
like
know.
It's like
I
they have,
remember
like, a lot of like incest
yeah.
plots too.
You know the most popular genre in the United States of porn is incest.
That's pretty crazy.
I always think that I remember when I found that out. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's true. I wonder why. I really wonder why.
What
I don't
the
know.
fuck?
I know, yeah.
Well, it's I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's just more like, what do you
That's
call
so
it? Like
fucking
it's
weird.
kind of like,
Taboo.
no,
Or
I
like-
think it's just in general a net negative. I don't think I think if there's
Dude.
any like
What do you mean by net
Yeah,
negative?
yeah.
like I can't see it. Like I don't know. I feel like this. It's like saying like, is all tobacco bad? Like it's like, like if I have one cigarette like a month, like is that bad? And I'm like, but are you actually smoking one cigarette a month?
Yeah.
Like who actually does that? You get what I mean? Like I feel like if you actually smoke cigarettes, you smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
No.
No.
And the people who do it once a month, it's like few and far between.
I don't know what you mean. Elaborate a little bit more.
Because I feel like there's people who like don't smoke cigarettes, but then like like a drunk cigarette.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't. Well, explain to me. I don't get what you. I don't get what you mean. Like, is it all?
It's because I think about like
because of the
So weird.
It's like-
I'm still like
It's 'cause-
stuck on
yeah,
that.
there's a lot of
I know.
like
That's
porn is like
fucking
stepbrothers,
weird.
stepsisters, some like
yeah,
like
And
it's
people,
really
like-
popular. Yeah,
People enjoy watching that.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
Gooners enjoy watching
yeah.
that.
Well, and
Well, don't you think the fact that she's so shocked about it says something though? Like,
yeah, no,
that
I'm
it's
not.
disturbing?
I'm not in defense of it,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying like I guess the reason I asked like, is it all bad? Because I think that a lot of our values and our standards when it comes to like self pleasure are based off like Christian and Catholic values, and so I don't believe that masturbation in and of itself is evil. And so, and when I think of sex work has existed for hundreds of years since the Wild West, right? And we've always advocated for people who are prostitutes or sex workers to be respected in the same regard that like a blue collar job is, because at the end of the day, despite all the practices, what they do is work, and their work deserves to be respected and like held to a certain regard that people don't give the dignity to those people who actually work those jobs.
But I don't know. I don't really see that as like the same thing. I don't think anybody's really talking down on masturbation or like sex work. Yeah. I think we're just more talking about porn, like as a what would you call it? As like a narcotic, you know, like as a
like a drug,
as like a thing, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like to me it's kind of like saying like, well, because like they're saying brain damage and all the like the whole how it normalizes rape or like age play and shit like that. I feel like I don't know. I feel like after all of that, I can't really defend it in any way, really. Like,
at this point.
And then there's a bunch of like stars who are always talking about how evil the industry is. I'm kind of like, I don't know how you can really. I mean, maybe in theory it can be good, but I don't think it's ever been applied. No, that's all I'm saying, really. Because I feel like,
well, yeah, because I see what leans towards that side is definitely like that discrepancy, like the fact that you said you can't even name other. I'm sorry, you can't even name other girls who like watch porn. Like I don't
think I've ever like actually had like a conversation with like another girl about it, but it's just like something that doesn't. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I can't really say, but it's just isn't as common as like you asking like some guy or like a friend like, oh, like about porn or something.
It's like more common for like a guy to I guess like have seen it,
or maybe it's just more normalized because I'm pretty sure there's women who also.
No, yeah, like I don't know. I'm not really out here being like never goon, you know, like those minions, those minion never goon, those never goons, semen retention dudes. I don't give a shit. I just think it's kind of probably a net negative, no. Like, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of fascinated by Andrea's response about how disturbed she is. You know, how she's kind of like, what?
Dude, that's real. Just so fucking
like,
weird.
I don't get it either.
Like, I can't get over that. I'm just like.
Specifically the incest thing, I don't get it either. I tried to like think about like what the rationale is.
I kind of want to,
but I don't get it.
Go back to college and make a report on it.
I don't know. I think it's probably like shit you can't have, you know? I think that's like.
You think so?
But like.
Well, if you think about all the stuff we mentioned, that disturbed her, right? Like the barely legal, the incest, stepmom, all that shit. It's like, oh, stuff I can't really have, you know. And
but like in my head, I'm just like, why would you want that?
I don't know. I think for some reason people just get off on stuff they can't have, you know. But across the board, sense. Like when it comes to riches and fame, like like
so close yet so far.
Yeah, you know.
I think so. I think you're accurate to kind of compare it to like a drug addiction.
Yeah.
You know, people who are drug addicts, they'll try weed and they're like, it's not strong enough. I want something more. I'll try meth. Yeah. I'll try heroin. I think it's the same thing when people get addicted to porn. You need to just keep leveling it up. Like at first. Yeah, at first it's like vanilla, romantic. Then it gets into like...
Because isn't that a real thing? I saw that like on Twitter, that's like a real thing that people study. Like that is a common thing about people who are addicted, that they have to like constantly... No, that they have to constantly like have something more intense.
Like hide in it, yeah.
Something more like disturbing, you know?
So since it's like almost incest, it's like borderline close to
it. like I don't know how to explain it. I feel like the example I read, I think, was like when people like extreme shit, like obviously it's fake. They kind of want more like extreme until it kind of gets very like I don't know, crazy, disturbing, disturbing, you know?
It's kind of like people who are like adrenaline junkies who seek for like a thrill and then like, okay, let's go ride the highest roller coaster. And then that becomes like it's not enough, so then they start doing crazy and crazy things.
Yeah, let's skydive. You know, let's go to Mount Everest.
But you know what? I get what you mean. I guess it's kind of hard to talk about without sounding like one of those dudes who's like never goon. Always retention. You know, never. I don't know. I think it's like a narcotic probably.
Yeah,
you know, where it's like
it just rewires your brain.
Where it's kind of like, I mean, if you swear, like you can manage off like every now and again. I guess I don't care. But I think generally speaking, it's probably not good for you. You know?
Yeah.
You think like after a certain point, there's no coming back?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Damn. I feel like
once you pass a certain threshold or like a category,
you can come back.
I think so.
Come back. Yeah.
There's this episode of New Girl, and like it's
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hater.
We have
New
a
Girl's-
large woman demographic.
New
Go
Girl
ahead.
is my favorite show.
Go
It's
ahead.
the best.
Yeah.
And there's this episode where the main character's dad, Jess, her
Mhm.
dad starts dating this girl, and they're gonna get married. But that girl, she is a retired sex addict.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, or like I don't want to say retired, but
A recovering.
yes,
Yeah.
recovering sex addict. And I remember when I saw it, I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's a real thing. And yeah, and then she was like a doctor too, or like I don't know, I guess like a sponsor for like other people who were also like recovering like sex addiction. And then I thought about it. I'm like, like, maybe like as even like drug addiction, like you can come down of it, So I'm assuming if it's like if you're a gooner, you can reverse.
Back.
Yeah, you
Probably.
come back. I
Probably.
think
Yeah.
so.
It probably just does rewire your brain, and you just need a training.
I saw a video
Yeah.
of what's his name, fucking dude from White Chicks, big buff dude. Everybody hates
Terry
Chris.
Crews?
Terry
Yeah,
Crews,
yeah.
yeah.
Where he said he was a goon addict.
Whoa.
Yeah, that he had a huge.
But he has
What
trauma.
the
He had
fuck?
trauma.
No, but he said it was a huge problem for him because then he went to like parlors and stuff, and so I don't know.
What do you mean he went to?
What is
Oh,
that?
like happy
yeah,
endings.
Yeah, like he would.
Oh.
So I guess maybe that's kind of like the.
But it probably has to like also deal with like back then. Like there's probably some trauma that like.
No, for sure. I'm
Oh,
just-
100%.
Yeah.
But I think that just highlights how it is probably like a narcotic. Where like I mean I guess some people can just,
That makes sense.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
alcohol, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they say hypersexual people are usually people who are dealing with trauma.
Damn.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
really?
true. People say if you
Yeah.
know somebody who's hypersexual, it's probably because something traumatic happened to them.
They always say like you can discover a lot about yourself through your sexual like
Tendencies?
tendencies, like trauma and stuff like that.
Really?
Whoa.
Yeah. Like there's a reason why you're probably this type of person due to like your sexual tendencies. Like, oh, you're like a sub or a dom. There's a reason why behind it. There's a reason why behind
No, I'm sorry.
it.
I don't mean. No,
There's
no
a show. I remember I sent Andrea a clip of
I
it.
don't mean to
Tuca
laugh.
and
I'm so
Birdie.
sorry.
Oh yeah.
There's
say
like,
again?
oh, there's a probably reason why she's having a therapy session
Oh.
with, and she's like, oh, there's probably a reason why like you're like a sub. It's like it, and it's okay. Like the secret's mostly through sexual tendencies or like actions, and we can find them through it. And it's like, it's kind of like low key and underrated. It's low key and underrated
Yeah.
to find it. Like you can actually find more about trauma through your sexual acts and tendencies.
Okay, so for everyone listening, there's like fireworks going off right now in the
I know.
background, which is weird because it's like midday.
I know.
It's not
I
even.
don't
It's not
get
even
that.
nighttime yet.
Why do people do that shit in the day?
I don't know, but
Poor
okay. Well,
dogs.
I'll move on to our next topic. This is the first one, and I just wrote "huactush."
Should we take a break? Should we just take a break right now?
I don't think they can hear it.
Yeah, they might not be, but they might like slightly, like
Yeah.
just a little bit,
Holy
but not
shit,
enough
they're,
to
like,
stop it.
nonstop.
It doesn't show like
Call
on
the
your-
cops.
your-
Call the cops. From
I've
Portland.
always wanted to do
Do
that.
it. Do it live on the show.
Because
With
I don't
your
know where it's coming
shirt.
from.
You can
It
just say
sounds like
from
it's
there.
coming like right from my
Like outside,
backyard.
yeah.
It does. It's probably up the hill.
Yeah.
No, they can't hear it. I'm checking out the audio. I don't
Yeah.
think they can
Spiking?
hear it. No, it's not spiking.
Yeah.
No, they can't hear it. But anyways, moving on to the next one.
Very
This is
good.
Andrea's topic. She wrote, "People don't have manners anymore."
People don't have any
I
fucking
agree.
manners.
100%.
What do you mean?
pisses
What do you guys
me
mean by
off.
that?
Okay, so Patrick mentioned this earlier about how like people don't move on the sidewalk. Specific people.
Which specific people?
So
You could say it. It's okay.
So every day I go for a walk, every single day. And I just walk by myself. Sometimes I'll take my dog, but usually it's just like me on my own. And in my neighborhood, the demographics have changed so much because of gentrification. So there's a lot of white people, just a bunch of white, like transplants from who the fuck knows where. And I walk and I feel like I've always been pretty polite. My parents have always taught me to be polite, and you know, like it's common to like you look at a stranger and you just kind of like smile at them, like when you make eye contact, whatever. And you know, if the sidewalk is busy or people are walking, I always move because it's just like common courtesy.
Yeah,
you know?
it
Like
is.
make space for it, like other people. Like the sidewalk isn't just for you. But I noticed that doesn't happen anymore. That people will literally be walking in pairs or in groups, and they won't move. They won't move, and it pisses me off because I'm like, how is it that I'm like I don't mind moving for you, but the least you can do is at least move too, you know.
Yeah.
And I always tell, like, if I'm walking with like my boyfriend, I'm walking with like one of you guys or something, I'm just like, hey, like, move over. But like, usually people just known to do it, right? And it's so like annoying because it's like, dude, you know. And it's gotten to the point that I'm like, you know what? If these people are not gonna move, I'm not gonna move. And I've bumped into so many people because they don't want to move.
Yeah.
And
you can say him. You can say what type of people.
yeah, it's all the fucking white people. Like, dude, like, you know,
There's a
I don't
study.
know. Yeah,
There's a
there's a
study.
study.
No, there's a study. People say that it's a true thing that like it's
White
pretty
people
common
don't.
for white people not to move, and this isn't like something that I think a lot of white people are conscious of.
Yeah.
I think it's very subconscious, but it's very true, and it stems from the historical basis of the United States because of Jim Crow laws, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of white America isn't aware of that, and I think that's okay. I don't. This isn't me trying to press like a prejudice on them. Like, and I don't think it's even wrong to point it out because I think it's true.
Yeah,
If
it's
it's
very
true,
true.
then there's nothing wrong with pointing it out. But I know exactly what you're talking about. I've heard a lot of people who are my friends who are people, persons of color, and they feel as though they're always being pushed out of the way when they walk on the sidewalk. It's called sidewalk politics, and it's true. It's a real thing. There's a lot of research, and there's been studies on it. It's not just you're not alone in feeling that way. It's a pretty common
Yeah,
thing.
it's upsetting because it's like, dude, like, I'm just trying to go for a walk. Like, I understand, you know, like how you said, like, if it's like subconscious and they don't really know, it's cool, but also like, dude, just fucking learn, you know.
Yeah.
I remember I saw a clip of like people in like France. They were just walking and like some French people just bump into them.
I saw one where this girl, like, they basically almost push her into the street. Like
Yeah.
a busy
Oh my
car.
God.
Yeah. Where it's, I don't know.
I would
French
like, nah, I'm pushing them.
No, yeah,
like
but
I've gotten to a point where I'm like, I used to be like courtesy, like, oh,
Yeah.
I'll move away from you, like, oh, just in case. But now it's like,
Yeah, now like it's gotten to the point that I'm like, I don't give a
I'm
fuck. If
gonna
you're not
push you
gonna move,
now.
I'm not gonna
I'm
fucking
gonna
move either.
push you.
Yeah.
no, yeah, I think I agree though. I think in terms of like people losing their manners, I think ever since COVID, I feel like people just
Right.
lost their
Yeah.
don't know how to act.
not only that, but also like another huge example is concerts.
Yeah,
I think concerts is another great example.
Oh
for
my
me, it's
God,
the
yeah.
movie theaters, bro.
Yeah.
I'm honestly starting to really dislike going to the movies. I haven't seen like more than one. I've seen one movie since the pandemic where people actually didn't talk, and it was Inside Out too. And I, if there's one thing I can't stand is people who talk during movies. I think that's the most annoying shit ever. Like, I didn't pay to come here. You talk. You're not funny, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's funny.
I went to
Real.
see Inside Out too, but
Yeah.
like there's a bunch of people talking, but I also have to consider that like it's kind of like almost labeled as a kids movie.
But I guess for me, they didn't talk during Inside Out too. I've seen adult movies. Like I saw in A Violent Nature, and there's somebody in the back who wouldn't shut the fuck up, like making jokes, like I think you got her, bro. Like, and nobody's laughing. I don't think I don't
Not
get that's fun.
yeah.
I don't know. I can't stand when people talk during movies.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
get why people do
annoying.
it. I really don't.
I think that there's this like weird sense of like because people were locked up for a few years, like during the pandemic, that they're like, oh, I gotta make my presence known, or even above that. I think that content creation and social media has become so rampant in the United States that everybody thinks they're like the main character, or they think that their
Yeah.
commentary matters, when in reality they're ruining a unified experience,
Yeah, like,
like
I
the
don't-
sense
I
of
don't-
community.
I don't
Yeah.
think it's like the main character. I think I kind of, but I think people just want to get a clip out of it. You know, like
Yeah,
I
they want
did
their
that.
like 5 minutes of
everybody
fame
wants
or
their mic drop
something.
Yeah,
moment.
everyone wants a magic
What do you
moment, or,
call
like,
it? People are just
Clout?
so inconsiderate now, and I
It's
really
clout.
hate people who are
Yeah.
inconsiderate. I really can't stand that. I don't understand why people are so. Because it's like, why don't you inherently respect other people?
Yeah.
You know, like
Literally.
They just
like,
want to be different. I guess.
like, or just at least inherently gives people some respect, like general respect, like you know. But people are so rude now.
it's
I
never
don't-
been
I
the same.
Do
Yeah,
you
since
do you
COVID.
think it's also just because of a lot of people that have moved to like Los Angeles? Because I mean,
No, I don't know. Because ever since COVID, a lot of people moved back. Because you know how
Yeah.
they gonna pay for it.
I feel like people moved back during COVID, and then once that was done, people are moving back. Because I mean, I don't know. It just seems like there's so much more people now than there was like before.
I don't-
And I get it, like everyone, oh my God, LA, I want to come and live in LA, whatever.
I
But
don't think
like,
it's the fact that it was COVID. I think it's the fact that people now want to be like, oh, I know this place. I'm gonna put it on TikTok or whatever. So I want people to know that I put them on.
yeah.
Kind of literally like a
Yeah.
clout. Like I
Clout,
put them
yeah.
on.
Yeah,
like
maybe
this.
phones also give people a lack of.
Yeah, like
don't
the
know, 'cause
increase in like social media.
This
Well, 'cause-
spike just came from COVID. Like after that, like it just a
Yeah,
ramp
after
up of like
after COVID, I swear
disrespectful.
everybody's just so inconsiderate. Like I can't stand it. Like, you know what's weird too that I noticed is I think it is kind of more of a city thing. Because when I went on my trip to Utah, I noticed it on the roads. Like the second you leave California, everybody gets out of the way for you. Like, which is I was literally blown away. Because if people see you driving and you're even like a little close to them, they'll just get out of the way and let you pass. But here, they'd rather see you die than like.
Yeah,
I swear to God, people would rather
dude.
see you die than make your exit or like get around them.
Yeah,
And
literally
I don't
on
get
my
it.
way here. I remember I told you guys I missed my exit.
Yeah.
It was because I was trying to merge and the car would not let me go. And I was like, dude, like, there's no one else. Like, I just need you to either speed up or like, you know, and I was like, fuck, dude, I can't.
It feels like almost like there's a lack of community where I think everybody's annoyed, like of like everybody being rude.
Yeah.
So everybody's kind of restless of like, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
I think it's like maybe a claustrophobia too. That's why I'm not really a fan of the city. I feel like people are just so inconsiderate and I can't stand it.
It's gotten worse. I feel like, I don't know, like it was different before, and now people are just rude and
mean
and ugly, and they smell
Like Patrick.
yeah.
Just like Patrick.
Do
Patrick, you probably do all the stereotypes.
Do you think it has? Do you think it has a lot?
Sometimes driving.
Do you think it has a lot to do with also with like what do you call it? Not that it's fake because you see it now, but everybody's kind of with reason kind of hates each other now. Like I don't know. When I was in school, I think there wasn't. I'm not saying politics didn't exist. They did exist, but they didn't seem as the forefront as they do now. You know what I mean?
Do you have like a specific example?
Well, I feel like I don't know. Like I feel like now there's so much like everybody's just. I don't know. I feel like everybody's so divided, and I'm not trying to say that in like we gotta come together. I think a lot of the reason people are divided is valid. You know, I'm not even. That's not the reason I'm saying that. I think. Do you think that translates to people being kind of rude to each other because they're kind of?
I was gonna ask you, like, do you think it just not shifted, but it just changes titles? Like, you know how there's popular kids and nerd kids and all that, and like nowadays it's like the fashion kids, the techie kids, and all that. You think it relates to that? It's like similar.
In what way?
Because I see a lot of people on like fashion TikTok be like gatekeeping, but like, oh, if you don't have this, you're kind of lame. Yeah. Or if you don't wear this type of style, you're kind of lame. Or if you do this, you're like.
Because now that you mention that, that's another way people are rude. Because you know how Joey Swole always does stuff about the gym and how people are so like rude about recording. And they're like, "You're in my fucking camera," you know. It's like, bro, like I didn't. I saw another one where he responded to this fashion chick where she's doing like a fit check like on the street, and these people, because she's in the middle of a crosswalk and people are passing through. And she's like, yo, come on. Like, I'm trying to record. And they're like, damn, like, I'm sorry. Yeah. You know,
I will walk through that. I don't give a fuck. It's public, bro.
Yeah,
like,
dude, like, you're in the middle of the fucking road. What
just remake it.
Yeah. I honestly, do you guys want to hear a conspiracy? It kind of goes into our last topic.
What's up?
Like, I mean, forgive me if it's, like, a little insensitive. But I think it's all, like, it's all purposeful. Like, I think that, like, the division between people, I think it's purposeful. Like, I think people, like... I don't know if it's like a foreign entity or something, but like I think that like the division between people, I think is like unwarranted. I think that I strongly believe that we are stronger together, and I think that we have a lot more in common than people think. Like in at the end of the day, every person, no matter where you are politically or like genre, with it's like fashion or gym, at the end of the day, people want the like a core values is I want a good life, I want to feel safe, and I want to feel loved. Like that, at the end of the day, that's what everybody wants. Everybody just wants people to be safe. Everybody just wants their family and their loved ones to be loved and for everybody to have a good life. And I think that, like, for some reason, during an election year, we always come at each other's fucking throats. And I understand because it's, like, politics. But I think, like, the two-party system, this, like, binary system of, like, it's either one or two, I think is bullshit. I think humans are much more complex. Our emotions are much more complex. And I think, like, even our stances are much more complex. I think there's a little bit of, like, leeway for you to choose, like, both conservative and liberal ideas instead of having to choose just one or the other. Well, and I think shit like that is, like, so bullshit.
Well, I guess what you're saying, right, is that they'd rather have us fight a culture war instead of a class war.
Yeah.
Which is the real issue.
Yeah. And go ahead.
Do you think that it could also be just, like, quality of life? Because I feel like, I don't know, like as much as people say that they're like happy and they love their life, whatever, I just feel like people just don't, especially like places like the city. There's so many people and, you know, everything is so fucking expensive. Right. It's hard to live.
You're right. I'm sure that ruins people's mental health.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't. People's mental health is probably like horrible.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if it's terrible right now.
Yeah.
You know, everything seems so bleak and shit. So I can imagine that's probably why everybody's like, man, fuck that guy. I don't give a shit.
Nah,
Yeah.
Like, you know?
I just compare it to like other places because like I love Mammoth. And I always talk about how much I love Mammoth, and it's like a small little town, and people live there. Like, you know, there's houses, there's schools. Like, that's a place that people actually like grow up in. And every time that I go, like, everyone is so nice. Like, the people that live there, just the locals. Like, there's just one guy that we're basically like friends with this guy, and he works at like a bike shop. And we go and we rent bikes. And, you know, like, you're here, you're like, oh, like, I'm just talking to someone. Oh, hi, like, I want this, whatever. And he's like, okay, like, yeah, like, here's a map without asking. Like, he offers, like, a map. He tells you where to go. Like, you know, any advice. He gives you your phone, his phone number. Like, if you need anything, like, if there's something that, like, your tire pops or whatever, like, call me. And I'm just like, okay, like, you know.
Yeah.
And I remember the first time that happened, I was like, I'm so shocked because, like, he was so nice. And I remember I walked out of there. I was like, he didn't have to be that nice, but he was so nice. And then you come here and you go to, like, I don't know, like a skate shop or something. People are just fucking rude.
Dude,
like, they don't care. They don't give a fuck.
Like, I remember I was at the store with my girlfriend, and she bought something, and the fucking the receptionist basically like threw it at us, and we were like, I don't know, but I think you guys are both onto something where I think living in the city, you're probably like fatigued with so many people.
It's just such a fast
because I get like
life.
that. I'm not a people person. I hate crowded spaces, and when I'm in crowded spaces, I get agitated because I'm like, man, I feel like everybody's just like on top of me, you know. But then when it's like, when my social battery kind of recharges, I'm not around a lot of people, I feel like I'm more like, like I can chill out.
Happy and chill.
That's probably,
I have another example, kind of like, you guys might hate me for saying this, but I think of like SF versus LA, but only because like LA has a much bigger population, and I always think over here it's much more competitive, whether it's finding a job or just trying to fit in or something like that.
Yeah, for sure. It's more
Because
competitive.
San Francisco has such a smaller population that's more, people are starting to focus more on community. Like, oh, I'll help you out. Like, they have like all these support systems to help you. When compared to LA over here, it's like, oh, like
everyone's just like, you're on your own.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's
Like, why are you in my way?
That's a pretty good point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like
Wow.
bigger populations or small
bigger
populations.
bigger population, you see your fellow man as more of competition.
Mm.
Like, that's the guy who's gonna take my job. That's the guy who's gonna take my spot in traffic. That's the guy who's gonna, you know.
Yeah.
I get what you mean. Yeah.
But shit like that pisses me off because I generally feel like it's so unwarranted to like your neighbor, somebody in your community, somebody in your city. You find more hate with them than you would find like the politicians who run the city. You know, like the people we take it out on each other rather than take it out on the leaders who are supposed to make the quality of life better, who are supposed to make us feel like we're safe and we have a high quality of life. You know, like it's so easy for you to go out in the city and be like, man, this fucking person's on top of me. Fuck this person. Fuck you. I don't agree with what you are. I don't agree with who you are.
Yeah.
Rather than the leaders who are actually supposed to make us feel like, you know, we're going to be financially stable. Like, I don't have to compete with this person because there's always going to be like a house I can buy. There's always a job I can find. You know, like, I don't understand. Like, that's where the hate manifests.
You also have the thing that politics in Los Angeles, it's the same thing. That they don't really give a fuck about the community. They give a fuck more about their, like, getting reelected.
Oh and for sure, like I think that's true, and I think they obviously know that. You know, I think they obviously are like, because that's why people always criticize like Democrats, like, because they always talk about how like, oh well, they took away Roe v. Wade, but there was times when they had the majority and everything, and people would pressure them to do something, to codify it, and they'd be like, nah. Obviously, because they don't actually care. They'd rather have that be their. That's what's gonna get us reelected.
Yeah, it's mostly re-election.
And I think that's what sucks a lot about it, you know.
And now the Supreme Court gave us a king.
Yeah,
like in my neighborhood, they'll be like, oh, we're gonna throw a 4th of July parade. Hope you pull up. Like, it's the whole neighborhood. I'm like, what are you gonna do about these issues like crime and all that in this neighborhood? But you're just gonna throw like a parade?
I feel like another thing too is just like going into what you're saying. Like a lot of our like tax money goes into like funding these like campaigns and all this like stuff, and then like our streets are all fucked up. Like, there's holes on the street, there's potholes.
Fun
like,
fact about potholes in the city: if you get like a flat tire or something, go to a mechanic, get an estimate, and then the city will pay for it.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
It's like I
Ah,
think it's.
I didn't
I don't
know
know if
that.
it's more recent, but I remember seeing something like that.
I didn't know that. Wow,
Yeah.
that's cool.
I don't
See,
know.
like-
I think also at a certain point, it's kind of lizard brain. I think like I genuinely think we're not
That's such a funny thing.
we're not supposed to
Lizard
live. How many fucking people are in LA? Like, what's the population?
I think
Like
So
35
many.
million.
35 million.
That's crazy.
Like, I
35
don't
million.
think we're evolved enough to be able to handle that.
Mm-mm.
Like, I don't think
Nah.
Mm-mm.
I don't think even ants live in that many fucking.
Yeah, it's-
Are there that many ants in a colony? Are there that many
Nah.
bees in a beehive? You know, I think it's just too much for us to handle. Too.
But nah, I'm not gonna say.
What are you gonna say?
Say it.
I just mean like I'm a human glazer. Like I really believe that, like, I know that's not in nature, but that's for us to actually deal with and like learn how to live in that way. That's basically all I wanted to say.
But what I'm saying is, I think it happened too fast, and we're not there yet to where it's like that's natural. And I feel like that's kind of the point, is why everybody's kind of all like, I don't know, tweaked
Yeah.
out a little bit.
They just
you
don't
know?
really know how to handle it because it all just kind of like
Yeah.
you said, it just came out of nowhere.
And we also
Yeah.
have to consider the fact that like these transplants are coming in and they're also like putting their foot in, like like crime and stuff, you know, in this area.
Yeah.
But like you kick this out of this area.
I hate when transplants talk shit about
like when
it.
Casey Neistat
my
called it a third
God,
world
yeah.
country
Yeah,
shithole,
yeah.
you know, and it's like it's because people like you, bro.
Yeah, like
because
you're kicking these people out
'cause
of their
the-
home.
'cause of you.
because the politicians would rather cater to you than to like the people who need it, you know.
Yeah. I remember this was sometime. It was when Saltburn came out. I went to the premiere
Mm-hmm.
and it was free, but you had to like line up, and it was in downtown LA. And if you know downtown LA isn't the
The
nicest,
prettiest, yeah.
you know, but it's whatever, you know. And I was there with my friend Anna, and we were in line, and we were pretty far back in line, and in front of us were like just a bunch of like white transplants that I have no idea where the fuck they were from, but they were talking openly about how they were not from LA. And then this one fucking bitch, she was all like, "Yeah, this place is so fucking ghetto. I hate it here. I hate it here." And then me and Anna were just looking at each other, and we're like, "Dude, like, then why the fuck are you here?
Then
Like, if
fucking
you're
leave, you
if
know?
you're complaining about it,
Yeah,
like,
right.
no one's forcing you to stay here. You know, if you want to go back to fucking Michigan or where the fuck you're from, have at it. You know,
Yeah.
like, I was just kind of like, okay, like." Dude, like, you have to understand that even if you think it's gross or dirty or whatever, like, this is other people's homes, you know? Like, I'm not going to your fucking middle of nowhere town and, like, talking shit about it. Like,
Yeah.
It's
You
true.
know?
It's like if I invited someone to my house and they were like, "Man, it's fucking messy in here. It's fucking dirty. It's
Yeah.
ghetto as fucking here," and I'm like, "Damn, why'd you come to my house?"
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you could leave, bro. Like, you don't have to be here.
I would have like tweaked out in front of
I don't know.
I would have crashed out. I'd
Yeah.
been
I would've
like, "Man,
crashed
shut
on.
the fuck
Yeah,
up, bro."
dude.
Like, do you really think this
Why,
is a
bro?
paradise? Like, nowhere you go is a paradise. Every place has its issues, and this is our issues,
Exactly.
and they're free to exist the same way you're free to come here and talk your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Andrea, if I were you and I was in that line, I'd be like, yeah, imagine being from Missouri and not having to experience this shit.
I know.
Yeah.
I should have. I wanted to say something, but I was like, you know what? Like,
I
should
hate
sneak
people who are
this.
like
yeah,
that.
it was just, and you know what? It's not the first time. I hear that pretty often, and it pisses me off because I'm like, dude, like, this is my home. Like, as much as you hate it or as much as you think it's gross, like, I love it here, and this is where I grew up, and I'm so sorry that it's not like fucking perfect for you, but go home.
Yeah.
You know, if it's a problem, like, get out of here. So
I don't
it's just
know.
it's
I agree.
disrespectful.
I
It's
agree.
super disrespectful.
I don't know where we went wrong, where there's not like decency anymore.
I know, because it's like if I'm gonna go somewhere else, like I'm like, oh my
I'll
god,
respect it.
yeah.
Well,
Even
'cause-
if I don't like it, I'm not gonna go and be like, oh, this place is fucking ugly.
Shit
you
out
know?
loud, out loud.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, dude?
And dude, that line that we were in was like hundreds of people, and you were open, like they weren't even whispering. They were like, blah, 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 blah. I hate it here. It's so dirty.
It's literally like if you went over to Patty's house and it's like, man, it's fucking musty
Yeah.
in here. And you're like, damn, this is my house. But yeah.
That's crazy. But like how you're talking about how we have a king now, dude. That's
Yeah.
scary. Bro. That's scary.
I
That's
was
like actually
tweaking.
scary.
I haven't
Check
heard
it
of
out.
that, so I need you guys
You
to-
haven't heard about it?
No, and you guys need to fill me
So
in.
what's the exact verbiage that the Supreme
So,
Court said? The Supreme Court ruled that the president can't be tried for stuff he does as an official presidential duty. Basically, it was aimed at Trump. You know how they're trying to try him for like a bunch of illegal stuff he did in office? They basically said he's immune. Like the president is immune to that kind of thing.
Okay.
So it's not just him, it's presidents from here on out can kind of break the law or do whatever they want. Because they said, because I seen a bunch of news outlets say like, oh, well, they said only if it's like an official presidential act. But everybody's like, what does that mean? Because they didn't define it.
Yeah.
And they didn't define it on purpose. So that, I don't know, he could be like, oh, I'm going to wipe out. I'm just going to kill people. It's an official president.
Kill the
act,
other
you know?
party.
Basically, the president can do whatever the fuck he wants, and he is protected under it's an official act. It wasn't defined what an official act is, so it's basically whatever the fuck the president thinks it is. Like, I don't know how they're trying to like, oh, but it's not technically a monarchy or king.
Yeah.
But it doesn't give a fuck, because if you can define the rules, if it's not defined by an actual like community, then that basically means you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Personally, as a proud American, all those people should be labeled as treason. Get those people arrested. That's literally a monarch thing, bro.
Well, because what's her name? Sotomayor?
Sonia Sotomayor.
Yeah, the Supreme Justice, she said that she gave a bunch of examples of what that could mean. She was like, oh, like, let's say the president wants to assassinate a political rival. Like, you SEAL Team 6 to do that. He can do that. Like, he's immune. Like, in theory, he's immune to do that. Or
That's kind of scary.
Or stage a coup. Like, he can, in theory, do that. He's
Also,
immune.
the protesters. Like,
Yeah, like, he could have him open fire on protesters. Like, in theory, because
Yeah.
he would be immune.
Dude.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that like just passed?
Yeah,
Or is it-
it's passed. Yeah.
What?
Well,
What the fuck?
Yeah, and I don't know.
We're screwed.
But literally, Joe Biden, his official Twitter page tweeted that if Trump gets reelected, he's probably going to act like he's the king of the United States. And it's so stupid, because Joe Biden also simultaneously said that he's not going to take advantage of that new Supreme Court ruling, which I think is so dumb, because I'm like, why? Like, are you too much of a bitch to actually do something? You could enact climate change, all these things that like Democrats talk about how like I'm gonna protect the environment, I'm gonna make sure that housing is affordable. Joe Biden could literally do that, but he's like, nah, that'd be unethical. And I'm like, but yeah, you're gonna wait, because you know you're gonna lose, right? You're gonna fucking lose to him, and he's gonna probably like fucking make like immigrants make statues of him.
I know, he's probably going to have him crucified.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like,
He's gonna make them build fucking pyramids.
well, that's another reason. Like, no, you're spot on.
It's so
Because to me,
stupid.
it's like he's always tweeting, and they're all always like, "Oh, if only we could do whatever we want. Like, we'd fix this place up." And now they're like, "Yeah, you can do whatever you want."
They're like, no.
I feel like they essentially called their bluff, and that's kind of upsetting, because the people who wanted this to happen, like the Trump community, obviously, because he doesn't want to go to jail and he wants to run. He was pretty much calling his bluff, saying like, yeah, fucking Biden's not going to do shit. Like, what's he going to do? Because in theory, he could just say, I kind of feel Trump and this is a threat to national security. I'm gonna like throw that dude in jail. Or I don't know. Like, he could do whatever he wants. I'm going to disband the Supreme Court justice. Now all federal employees have a term limit. He can literally do anything to fix
He
this.
can literally call him treason.
He can literally do anything to fix this, and he's like, man, I wish I could do something. But he's like, you know,
our democracy is at
Yeah.
stake here. I wish I could do something.
yeah, like, oh
Fuck,
man,
man.
this is such an emergency. If only I could do something, you know. And that's, I don't know, that's scary to me.
Exercise your Second Amendment.
Yeah. I guess all I have to say, like wrapping things up, wrapping up this episode, like it's not you versus your neighbor. It's you versus these fucking politicians.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it really is. Like, that's what it is, bro. We're all trying to just live and have a good life, pursuit of happiness, right? And these fucking politicians don't give a fuck about you. They're more busy trying to run up their pockets and trying to get their own like parties to get like these amenities. Like, I don't understand that. Like, I feel like we're stronger when we stand together than we are when we stand apart from each other. So that's all I'm gonna have to say. As a Todo Chido, everything's cool podcast.
We need a revolution.
I'm not gonna say that.
Say
In
that.
fact, might have to edit
We're
that.
on the list.
Might have to edit that out. Might have to edit that out. But all I'm saying is that united, we stand stronger. Together, we are stronger, and divided, we are weaker.
Apes together strong.
Apes
Period.
together strong. I don't want to say that because I'm like, we're not apes, you know.
We are technically.
I mean, I guess
Classified.
apes together strong.
Apes together strong.
Apes together strong. That's
Yeah.
all I'm gonna end this episode on.
Yeah.
But I also want to say thank you to Patrick and Andrea for coming in and picking up Julie's shift. You guys did an amazing job. You guys had me dying even before the fucking podcast happened. Maybe we'll keep one or two of those clips in because that shit was funny as fuck.
Yeah, and before we go, shout out to all our patrons. Shout out to UL, Gio Chicano, Angel Zamaron, Sarah without an H, Stephen Carvajal, Carla Corazon, Eli Quintero. Your patronage is always appreciated. If anybody ever wants to join the Patreon, our link is always in the bio.
Yeah, so we're gonna give you guys hands too. Right now we just made a new order, but by next episode we should give you guys hands.
I think everybody has a hand now.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
okay.
Here, yeah.
Well, we have
if anyone else wants to subscribe and get a hand, they can still do that. But again, thanks you to everybody for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.
See ya.